This isn't just merch, it's what teams wear when they mean business. Every stitch, every print, every detail, made to perform. Trusted by the grind, from grassroots to championship halls. Build your team store. Wear the brand that wins. SpartanWare, trusted by the grind.
This is trophi.ai, an AI Rocket League coach, and it's absolutely crazy what you can do with this. If you've ever heard of ballchasing.com, it's a lot like that, but on steroids.
You can press P and a pro demo will come up, and this is what's so cool and so unique about Trophi, is that this is not seen anywhere else, and it's just a great way to kind of show you how to do a training pack without having to side by side watch a YouTube video.
And this is actually really cool. Training paths. So you basically, you know the skill trees from Assassin's Creed, Spider-Man, Sekiro, you know that sort of games where you have to, you get skill points, use them, you unlock new skills. This is sort of very similar, but instead of actually getting skill points, you're actually doing the mechs. And also a cool feature as well, guys, watch this. You can slow it down. You can actually slow-mo it like this. So if you're really struggling, what you need to do, you can actually look for yourself and just have a look at the exact movements that you're doing there. Look, it's really cool. I really like it. And
alongside helping with mechanics, it also has a feature that analyzes any of your saved replays. That way you can see what you're doing well and what you need to improve on. It even has this cool post-game analysis that you can see stats from the game you just played.
Hello, hello. Yes, we're back. There we go. Did you have it on the wrong
Finally.
Discord? Yes. Okay.
back.
Chat. Hello,
We're so
hello.
back.
We're so back. We're so back, chat. Welcome along. I'm Blaze. I'm joined by Dendo. We've done our intro already, but we're gonna quickly run it back. I predicted. Yeah, this is your play-in bracket. We have Chanina versus Zippleback. I predicted 4-2 Zippleback. Dendo, what did you predict?
I was actually predicting 4-2 the opposite, but it wrote 4-0, so I'm going 4-2 for China in this one.
Fair enough. Obviously, the winner of this game will go on to play 20 Rocketeers, which will be the second cast of the game, and the cast of this stream, should I say, and then the last one will be Flame versus Raiju. We're already running behind schedule, so I don't really want to waste any more time. Are we good to go, Mr. Producer? That's fine. Just doing my quick ready checks. It's Alpha Surge and Unitox. Cool. I'll let you bring us into the game when the players are good.
And we are off. Maybe not. We're missing some. Oh, now everybody's in. No, we're missing from Orange, I think.
Are we being trolled? No, we're fine.
Oh, no, it's lagging. It's lagging. It's lagging. Okay, we're off.
Oh,
Oh my days.
Chat, this might be the best cast of the week, chat.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a 6-6 with the first goal in favour of Zippleback. It's an interesting kickoff goal. I think the initial start might have just thrown them off a little bit. Sixers and Wolfie on the kickoff. Mox looking to follow this one up. It's not a bad first touch. And Alone is last. Muzz might try and put some pressure on here on the left-hand side.
Yeah, the ball was kind of bouncing around right now. The first goal was so hectic and we were not ready for it. But here we go. Now it's a little more settled. And now we can lock in for the rest of the game. Wolfie trying to control it up on the wall. Gets a flip reset over. The ball is kind of just bouncing around.
Infield pass from Muv and Muzz Alone cut that one out. Sixes is the last person back. Wolfie putting pressure on, gets the beat out on one, but Muzz cutting it there on the front post. Wolfie trying to keep the pressure alive. That's Bonesy in towards the midfield. Mox, crucial touch by him to stop Alone getting a free shot there. And now Mox might try and start something for Zippleback once again. It's a big bump on Bonesy on the side of Kaina. It's Wolfie following it up. Maybe a chance, puts one in towards the midfield. Alone is waiting. It's cut out by Sixes.
Much more like a pressure game from the Chinas right now. It kind of looks like they really trying to get the 1-1 to equalize, to make it better for them. But right now it's kind of looking like Zippleback is controlled, they're composed at the back, they're letting the shots in, they're waiting for the mistake to break through their pressure.
Yeah, Chinina forced to try and create something. As this game goes on, it's getting further and further away from them as that's a beautiful infield pass from Sixes, and Mox positioned absolutely fantastically to get a beat on Bonesy. You feel like Kaina have to start trying to create something. They've got to settle into this game a little bit faster.
Yeah, man, they kind of look like they don't have the answer for the goal right now. They're just trying to get it mid, and it's not really working out for them. I think they might need to get more physical to open up the space in the enemy lines right now. As we can see, Wolfie is trying to control the ball. Pops it over Sixes, but Mox is there to cut the pass out. Mox is still in the corner. They tried to clear out. It's back into the Chaina's corner, trying to clear it out. Ooh, almost a lucky and not really expected shot there coming in from Mox. Is trying to clear the ball out. Alone is controlling. We get a demo from Muzi, trying to push the ball upfield. Wolfie is there to cover it.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure why Chanina have struggled to settle into this game so much. But yeah, maybe it was a bit of a delayed start. Maybe put a little bit of pressure on them. There's a good pass to Sixes to Mox. Mox not able to get a touch on that one. Wolfie here following that one up, smacks that towards the right-hand side. Maybe a chance to get this one towards the net. Not a bad first touch. It's a beautiful second touch. And Wolfie will get Chanina's first goal.
Amazing play by him. Banged the ball. He notices Sixes cannot get to him because he's slow boost and just pops it over the last defender. It's a really nice goal.
Exactly that. Shanina now got themselves right back in it. Bonesy and Alone maybe need to try and get themselves a bit more involved in this game. That's Bonesy to the ceiling. Alone's over there on the right-hand side. Muzz can't get a beat out on him. Mox going to leave that one for Sixes. There's a chance to get that one for Sidewall. Not the best second touch for that follow, as Wolfie's the first person there. Maybe with chances. Muzz on the backboard. It's a big miss from Muzz. Alone leaving that one. Bonesy towards the backboard. Wolfie still lurking over on the left-hand side. Maybe a chance to get this one forward across the field towards Bonesy. Back towards Wolfie it goes. Too much on that one. Shanina starting to up the ante a little bit, finding a bit more speed, climbing through those gears.
Yeah. I mean, what I've seen from now, it's they just both teams kind of look nervous for me. Like there's a lot of like easy balls that they're just missing completely right now. As we can see, almost a miss by Musi there too. They just need to calm it down. There's no rush. There's still almost 2 minutes left to equalize the game, and just wait it out right now.
If you're in the position of Alpha Social back here, you want to relax, don't you? You want to put yourself in a position where you're not really creating any pressure for yourselves. You're cutting those mid passes out. You're not really letting the attack develop, and that's a beautiful try by Muzz, just sent high. And now, you would think a team like Alpha Surf might try and just ease themselves into this game with a bit of time, but no, they are piling the pressure on, and Shanina are really feeling it.
Yeah, man. Like, attack is the best defense, or whatever you say, man. And they be doing that right now. They're trying to keep up pressure. They're trying to like get the 2-goal lead. As we can see, a shot from Mox is easily saved.
I was playing that one in towards Mox in the midfield. Couldn't quite get any contact on that one. Bonesy going to get beat by Sixes. Anyone in the midfield there is, but it's not the best first touch. It's a miss by the second one. Sixes going to stay with this one. Maybe a chance to get this one in towards the midfield. It's Muzz with a shot. Gets a good save, but does Wolfie. But Mox keeping the pressure there towards the backboard. Bonesy looking to clear up. Once again, not the best clearance. Mox is keeping the pressure alive. Alone playing the backboard well. But they've still got to find a goal, and there's only about 30 seconds to go. It's a problem for them, and now they've got to find two from that pass from Sixes.
Aye. Crucial miss from the defense side. Both kind of just committing it and missing the ball, and Musi is there to clear that up. As we go into the last 20 seconds of the game, it's 3-1, looking really bad for China's side. But yeah, anything is still possible. 20 seconds. If they get a goal from here, it can still be doable.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen crazier comebacks happen. I was casting a game the other week there where it was a 6-3 with 30 seconds to go, 36 seconds, and they ended up winning in overtime. But that's going to make it 4-1 with only 4 seconds to go. This game has died a fairly tragic death. It's Mox and Muzz once again. That link up starting to feel like a real problem for Chinina.
Yeah, those infield passes seems to be working for them. Like almost every like good attempt that they had is just making the use of the guy that plays the middle, and they're really finding them too with good touches and good bangs.
Yeah, we need to start seeing more from Chinina here offensively. That game one felt all it was all Zippleback, wasn't it?
Yeah, in my opinion too. They were all over them, in my opinion.
Oh, we got bots if somebody disconnects. W gameplay. Yeah, let's have a look at the stats. Yeah, Muzz, Sixes, and Mox are all relatively equal across the board. Obviously, Muzz there getting most of the goal contributions. 3 out of the 4 of them came from him. 4 shots shooting 50% there. Some pretty good stats. Wolfie asking for a server remake. Bots need to be turned off. There's a couple of things that need changing, but that's fine. Yeah, Zippleback didn't really need to make many saves, did they? They didn't really need to do anything defensively because Chinina just was so pinned back.
Yeah, man. Then, as you can see, there's like a huge difference in shots too. Zippleback having a little more, and obviously they have more goals in it too. So it kind of looks like they need to change up something. Maybe keep the pressure up. I seen like they push up and then they kind of not following the touches up. They need to stick with the attack. They need to go at them and find that little opening and obviously score.
Exactly. It's those little openings, as you say, those infield passes, the ones that just penetrate through the central line of the defense. They're the ones that will really cause the problems long term.
Just joining back into the game myself here.
Yeah, Absolutely. I don't know who we're can't check about now, but we'll well, that's fine. I don't think anyone will be that offended by it. But there we go. You can see our faces again, our lovely faces, just before the game restarts. I hope you guys are I hope you guys are enjoying this stream as much as we are.
Yeah, we're enjoying
No,
it.
no.
Man.
Credit to our producer. He's new. We're gonna have to give him an adjustment period. He's doing well for his first time. But here we go then for game number 2. It's Wolfie and Mox on the kickoff. Sixers with the follow. It's an early challenge from Alone. That could have been dangerous, but does well in the end as Wolfie collecting this one. Maybe a chance to do something as Muzz plays that one down in towards the midfield. Bonesy a bit awkward here as Mox gonna get beat out by Alone, and we're already seeing this Shanina side start to speed things up early in the first phase of this game.
Exactly, man. They need to keep the pressure up, so my prediction will be right. I don't want to be left in the dust here. I don't want to be beaten by Blaze by my prediction. I need to have the better ball knowledge here.
Wow.
Yeah, man. Come on, man.
I'm 0 for 2, by the way. Current on rival predictions alone.
Oh no, it ain't looking good for me then. China needs to lock in from themselves and for me.
Bones are gonna miss out on that one. Alone gonna get bumped there. Muzz gonna cut out Sixes, but recovering well to be able to play off that second touch. The bounce off the sideboard was a bit awkward. That's an infield pass to Muzz. Beats out 2. The double commit there. Wolfie sweeping up as the last man, but that's going to find Sixes waiting on the wall. Bonesy not got the boost really, but there's no pressure from the midfield. Muzz looking for something in towards the midfield. It's a good cut out by Alone. Wolfie trying to start something now for Chinina. Get themselves on the scoreboard first. Reset. Gets beaten out by Mox.
Really good, like, aggression play already. Seems to me like it's more aggressive than last game already in this. But we don't have a goal yet to like live up for the pressure right now. But I'm really glad that we're seeing this aggressive, a lot of challenges coming in, pre-jumps, just sending it, bro. I want to see more goals, I'm gonna lie, like the last game. When there's more goals, even in a real football match, I enjoy watching. Don't you do?
Especially for the neutral, those really high scoring games, they're the ones that really create the buzz. They're the ones that really get the game going, I feel, especially when they're so early as well. They say like the last game, 4-1, I believe the scoreline was in the end. It just felt so dominant, but there was loads of action. That's a good infield pass to Alone. I was about to say Holiday, but that's just because he's in Portugal. As Bonesy taking control of this one. Pinches it out in towards the midfield. Muzz looking to get one on that. Plays it towards the corner and Alone gets the beat. It's a bit of a slower game early in the second game, but there's still half the game to go. There's still time for plenty of action.
Yeah, man. In my eyes, it's a lot more high-paced. I feel like, oh, and we see a huge mistake there in the defense from China. That's a tilter, not gonna lie. That's a tilter. You're trying to get away from it and you just drive into the ball. It's really unfortunate.
You can't odds those, especially those touches towards the front post, the really awkward ones, the ones that cause all of the issues. Now Mox might have a chance to make it 2 as Bonesy can't get on the end of it. It's just a top right shot from Mox after that kickoff. 2-0.
Man, Mox is looking like prime Cristiano Ronaldo with that shot. Top corner, nothing Bonesy can do there.
Yeah, some of these goals really felt like they're going against the grain. I do have to say, I feel like it's a good chance for Sixes towards the backboard of the crossbar. Muzz is there, cut by Bonesy, and we're starting to see the pressure really mount now.
Yeah, man, I feel like when you have this 2-0 lead and you're the one losing, you want to attack more. So it can either pay off really well, you can score more goals or like get more goals, more opportunities, or you can open up the pressure for the other team since you're pushing so high up on the field with the whole team.
Yeah, absolutely. Chance for a clearance here from Alone. Maybe trying to find Wolfie. Sixes is there. Bonesy plays it towards Wolfie on the backboard. Mox covering that one nicely. Looking for the follow here as well. Alone is there to follow to Muzz on the backboard and towards the left-hand side of the pitch. Gets a decent first touch to beat out the defender who dived. I wasn't quite sure who that was. Alone under real pressure as Muzz causing some real problems by disrupting this team. Reset now for Wolfie. Gets a musty flick. Not a lot of power, but gets a beat out anyway. It's been Muzz going to take control of this one. Alone can't get there first. Still pressure though as that ball slammed over towards the Zippleback corner.
Alone trying to get the touch in front of the net. And Sixes with the bang backboard. This could be a really dangerous play, but Wolfie clears it really well and still trying to keep the control. Alone is there for the cover up. Sixes might not want that touch there, but Wolfie is gonna, and Mox is gonna clear it away. Alone? Oh, Muzi. Muzi was ready for it. Muzi was ready for it.
As Wolfie with massive clearance once again. Now might just find its way in. It does. I'm not quite sure what's happened to the Zippleback's defense there, but that shouldn't be happening.
Not too far for Wolfie to think about it, man. Look at that shot. Top corner from all the way off his own side. Beautiful, beautiful placement. And they kind of caught off guard of the Zippleback's back line. They was not ready for that shot at all.
Wolfie now with a chance to get the beat out on one. Does that. Muzz with a 50. Bonesy is waiting. Chance for a pass towards the backboard. It's off the backboard alone. Can't read that one.
Muzi trying to push the ball upfield. They're trying to defend this lead with the best that they can. Sixes up on the wall, trying to bang it backboard. If somebody's gonna be reading for it. No, and everybody misses, and it's in by Max. Oh no, for Giants. It's kind of not looking great by them right now.
From bad to worse, really, you have to say, for Chaninas. It's just not, the ball's not falling for them whatsoever. It just feels like Zippleback just have their number.
Yeah, especially like that. I feel like twice in this game there's been like a backboard read. As Wolfie's trying to go for the double tap, but couldn't quite get it. 30 seconds left. Muzi's trying to beat Bouncy, but Bouncy was ready for him. Infield pass by alone, but nobody's there. Sixes trying to take up the wall. I guess a little buck on Sixes. He's in the backboard again. And be clear, be clear. Muzi is controlling the ball. Oh, my throat, man.
That's alright, I can just do it real quick. Wolfie with a chance to go past the first defender. Nearly giving Unitox another chance as Muzzle gets a 50. That will probably drop. Zippleback making it 2. I'd be surprised if we didn't see a timeout here. We saw it yesterday. How the game could just get too far ahead of you when you don't call that early on in the series. It's not been called yet. Can't with this ping alone. Oh yeah, because he's playing in Portugal. I saw a message. I thought it might be a timeout. Not quite happening just yet. But Zippleback putting themselves in a really good position. Once again, Muzzy and Mox, those link-up plays, absolutely beautiful. Sixes doing everything they have to. Wolfie, very aggressive in that game, but you can be aggressive, but you have to punish your opponents. We haven't seen that.
Yeah, man, we have not seen that. It's kind of been looking like Silverback just has the control of the whole game, the pace and everything of the whole game. It kind of just... Something needs to be changed. Something needs to be changed if they want to maybe get a game to themselves. Yeah, it just kind of looks like... Bro, they need some answers. They need some answers. And they need to ask questions. They need to ask questions too.
Absolutely. Yeah, you've got to feel like Chanina, they have to create more. They're not utilizing each other enough. They're just sort of moving the ball away, and there's no real aim to their offense. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, Silverback just, they passing the infield, they going in, they just sending it. They're kind of using each other. Like, we've seen a lot of, like, as you said, the link up, Mox and the other guy, I don't remember his name. But yeah, they just linking up, passes infield, and they got the chances, and they scored more goals, obviously. I think that the China's team is missing that, I feel like.
Yeah, it's Bonesy and Muzz on the kickoff. Wolfie now with a chance to take control of this one. Mox on the backboard. Sixes is also there. Missed by both. And Muzz covering nicely. Alone gets bumped by one. It's a big crossbar pinch from Mox though.
Yeah, great defense there. But yeah, as you can see, maybe the pressure does answer. Bonzi is a little awkward here, and Muzi gets a custom off court, I think. I don't know what even happened. I felt like it was a free touch.
Yeah, once again, there's just those midfield positions where Chanina aren't shutting it down. It's a really close attempt on the save, but there's just way too much space. Way too much space.
I think Zippleback is just getting lucky right now with the defense's mistake they make, but Wolfie tries to find the top corner down. Clear by Muzi. Mox is taking up that corner alone, gets a great touch to Wolfie. Wolfie banks it forward. Again, just bang bang. And no finding their teammates. I feel like that's the thing that they're lacking right now in this matchup.
Yeah, but that's the main difference, isn't it? Those touches from Muzz, those sixes. Oh, that's not the best pass though. As Mox trying to play that one back to Muzz. It's pressure by Wolfie. Maybe the first big mistake of this game coming out from Zippleback. But nothing's really felt threatening. As that's towards the backboard, there's a player there. There's no infield passes. Bones are going to get beat, but is there anyone in the midfield? There's nobody waiting. There's no danger to this offense.
I might just join in myself and be there for the passes, because like it just goes there, but nobody there. They need a change on that. I feel like if they get that right, they will bounce back most definitely. It's in my eyes, it's looking really like a great demo attempt, but it kind of looks like it's even, but the other team is just has the edge on the attack. They're finding their teammates. They're trying to find them, and they're working it out. Not much of like double commits. We just seen one, but you know it happens. But yeah.
Yeah, exactly. We see it's not even a case really of double commits. It's more a case of just positional errors coming out from Chaninas. As that's an infield pass to Sixes, nearly making it on the end. Pinch towards the corner. And Alone is there to follow. Muzz played out in towards the midfield. Mox is there, keeping this one close. Wolfie slamming it away. Sixes is there for a catch. Not the worst touch, but no one other than Muzz over there. Chaninas, they're just not putting pressure on. They're just allowing free touch. That's not kept close by Bonesy, which is giving Mox a chance to challenge. Once again, slammed away by Alone, and the only person there is Muzz. It's a good 50 by Alone, but where's the teammates? Wolfie's got no boost in the same corner as well. And now Six is going to have time. Maybe an infield pass to Mox. Mox there gets cut out, but still under pressure. Well, after that 50, can't quite do it. Muzz taking one out. Trying to fake out both. Has done. No way. It's in. Muzz manages to find Sixes.
Oh my days.
But it's... Bonesy did his best, but his best wasn't enough.
Yeah, man. It was just so awkward, and he kind of had me jumping on the chair like, what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? But yeah, in the end they scored from that. It was a great play, great fake. Usually, people will shoot from that. He's kind of crazy with that, just going for the fake.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, exactly. No, normally people panic. It's beautiful play, beautiful patience, and Bonesy will get one back, keeping it 2-0. Keeping it 2-1. Sorry, my apologies. Keeping it close, but it just doesn't. It feels like the one time. It feels like it just doesn't feel. They just feel slower. They feel second best, and I don't like being rude, but it just feels second best.
I don't feel like you're being rude here, Blaze. You're just stating the facts. They has been not looking like the better team. They just been looking like the worst team here. They just need to like stick in. Like, for example, like this. Infield pass. Boom. Might be a goal, might be a not. But you're still keeping the pressure in.
Yeah, exactly that. As Six is playing this one out across the field. Wolfie, not the best touch by him. Muzzy taking control. Chance infield for him. It's done well. Finds Mox. It's slammed away by Wolfie. Alone now looking for something. It's not the best 50, but it's going to find Bonesy nicely. It's a shot on net. Bump attempt came out. Didn't connect though. And now Muzz with a control. Chance to put this one down and towards the midfield. Off the backboard it goes. Bonesy there. Wolfie going to pick this one up. Maybe Alone across the field. Alone's pre-jumped. And it's not the best touch.
I think it was too far back. But still, they're trying to find the teammates. And they find a breakthrough. It's 2-2. Oh my word. I was not even ready for this. What the hell?
Yeah, it came out of nowhere, really, didn't it? It's just a Mox a little bit slow. Muzzy's got no boost, and that just squeezes its way through.
Yeah, like little sneaky goal, 2-2. You might gonna have an OT here, which is really crucial. If you're the losing team who has lost already in the series, and you get that OT win, I feel like he's just gonna give you that momentum. He's gonna hype you up a little bit when you get the OT win.
Yeah, exactly that. As Alone pops that one high, maybe a chance to find Bonesy in midfield, does so towards the backboard. Six is missing out on that one. Muzzy gets a crucial touch. Alone keeping the pressure there, but Six is the first one to follow that one once again. Alone keeping this one relatively close, but only finds Mox. And maybe Mox has a chance to do something spectacular, but nothing comes out in the end.
Yeah, it was a great corner attempt there by Mox. But yeah, it's kind of looking even now for me. The both teams are going at it. The both teams want to win. But it's just the question, who wants to more right now?
It does feel like this game has been a bit more even, doesn't it? But it's been a couple of defensive mistakes from Zippleback that we haven't seen in the past few years. That's a chance for Mox to kill this game. Not able to get that off in the end anyway. Maybe another one as Wolfie shuts down Mox. That's Six towards backboard. If he reasons this could be beautiful. Muzzy's there, but it's going to go down. We have overtime in game number 3.
This is when you get nervous. The OTs are really crucial for the momentum, as I said before. Joanna will be looking to grab that one goal to win this game and just kind of get up on their feet.
Muzzy looking for Mox in the midfield, maybe decent pass attempt, but not able to get it off. Bonesy taking control. That's slammed towards the backboard. Sixes is there towards the corner. Down. What a touch that is from Muzzy. And keeping the pressure on. Mox is waiting in the midfield, shut down by Alone. Alone can get beat on Sixes here too. Sixes now with control, looking for an infield pass, but Mox not getting the best one on that. Wolfie out towards the sidewall. Sixes is there. Gets on back and towards the middle. Is Muzzy there for a shot? Is, but Alone shuts it down.
Props to Alone. He's playing from holiday. The dedication from him here is insane. If I was in Portugal, bro, I would be enjoying every minute of it. I would not be playing Rocket League, but he's here. He's here to win. He really wants it.
Oh, absolutely massive now as Muzzy looking to keep on the end of this. That's up in towards the midfield. Muzzy taking control, gets a beat out on Alone, gets bumped for his troubles. Wolfie towards the goal, off the post. Sixes with a crucial touch, but the pressure maybe mounting. A Sixes a chance to get on the end of this. Wolfie is there out towards the right hand side, across the field. Sixes with a chance to get the touch towards the midfield. Nobody following up.
Mox is trying to flick it over and then pop the ball over the last defender. Alone is trying to challenge. Mox is up. Wolfie is there to get a touch towards Muzzy, but Muzzy gets an easy clear to the corner, and Sixes, great touch. And Alone banging it to the corner. I mean the sidewall, sorry. Holy. Yeah, it's kind of went back to the smacking the ball and not kind of being there for the smack, you know. Sixes, great opportunity, full boost, so much time, banging it off. The Wolfie is there though to clear it out.
Apologies. I was talking, but my mic does that sometimes. As I said, it's like table tennis Rocket League. It's where you hit the ball,
Yeah,
it comes back to you. You hit the ball forward, it comes straight back to you, and then it doesn't really progress anywhere until somebody decides to take a risk. And Wolfie may be doing that now, trying to do it on his own. It's a big shot towards net. Muzzy covering nicely, but it's just it kept it close. And it's about the first time that it's caused any real issue.
Oh no. Alright, Bouncy is on it. We're good for now. But yeah, I haven't not actually, just that the demo happened, I haven't seen much physicality involved in the game. It's kind of been like, it's just on the ball and not really like putting in the demos, putting in the bumps to kind of throw out the opposition.
Yeah, exactly. It's not been a very physical game, this one, has it? There's not been many, especially in this overtime. We're 3 minutes into this overtime. We're hitting an 8-minute match. The fatigue is going to start setting at some point. That's a beautiful midfield pass. And it's those midfield passes that are coming out from the Zippleback team. Muzzy with a bit of a fake. Alone, just a bit too slow.
That was a beautiful pass. And beautiful positioning by Sixes to be there for the pass. And it's just so strong when you know that your teammate's going to be there and just bang the ball to him and, you know, he can make the most of it.
Exactly that. Zippleback now 1 game away from a perfect game. Perfect sweep here as we move over to Utopia Coliseum, I want to say. Can I get confirmation? Yep, Utopia Coliseum. See, I know my stuff. I know. Where, yeah, and there's still no timeout, by the way.
It's kind of bold.
It's certainly a bold decision.
Yeah.
No
time I called.
Yeah, no
Which is
timeout.
interesting. Maybe Alone is saying like, guys, come on, I don't want no timeout. I just want to enjoy my holiday after the game. Let's go on.
Yeah,
And let's try to win it.
Yeah, it's very possible. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. I was on holiday not too long ago, and I would have been like, yeah, you know what, boys, wrap it up. Let's just get this finished.
Yeah. Let me go enjoy Portugal. Come on, man. Like, yeah, maybe that's the case. I don't know. Could be.
Yeah, and now we've got the fabled black screen of death. So there's gonna be a little bit more wait. Maybe they get a mini timeout.
Yeah, maybe they.
Yeah, no worry. Yeah, they get a mini timeout here as the and the server needs to be remade for the second time in this game. Hopefully, we're still going to stay on track. If this game finishes, if it's out in 4, then it will be a then for the first time I think this week we'll be on time.
Hopefully at this point, bro. We don't know. The Rocket League servers recently been like, I don't know. It's just been weird.
Sorry, I was looking at your webcam and you just went completely invisible. Then it was really quiet. It's really
Yeah,
quiet.
man. I was tapping in between Rocket League. I had the longest black screen right there. But now I should be in the game. Yes, I'm in the game. Everything's set for me. I'm really looking forward for this next game. It can be really crucial for both teams. Obviously.
Exactly. It's going to be a massive game here at Utopia Coliseum. Will Chanina finally gain some momentum, or will Zippelback end this in misery?
Can't go either way here. It can't go either way because other team is kind of like, they have the advantage. They're leading. A 6 is gonna, a little missed shot by him, but Max is there. But yeah, as I said, both teams are kind of like do or die situation. Because
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh no!
Alhamdulillah, it's okay. Mistake. It's okay.
Oh, but yeah, you're 3 matches down. Look at Mox. You can see him smiling. He knows that his team's been given. His team's been gifted. But yeah, banger. Yeah, they're complimenting each other in chat. But yeah, you have to. You sometimes think, right, when you're 3 games down, that ends up happening. It's a huge mood killer.
It can be, or it can be just a funny thing that happened, and it's gonna pick up the pace after that when the good vibes come in. You know, I usually laugh at my mistakes when they happen. I'm not that mad type of guy. But yeah, hopefully that will not be a tilter for them.
Yeah, exactly. You can't let that affect you. There's a chance for Mox to try and play this to 6s. Nobody's really challenging for that as a lone kind of fake challenge, but didn't really have the boost to go for it in the end as Muzz looking to get something. It's a good dunk by Wolfie, but the follow-up comes a split second too slow. The defender gets to beat. Mox getting a 50. 6s is up in towards the corner. Could be a dangerous area for the bounce, but Alone deals with that one nicely. Wolfie's there too. Got to shot this one down. Does Muzzy and does it excellently.
Well, actually, I want to give credit to one player, Wolfie, from the losing side. He's been really at it. He's been on the balls. As we can see, he's going to score. Oh, maybe I gave him some luck. I was just about to say.
Maybe.
I was just about to say that he's on the ball. He's always there. He's trying to score. Yeah, look at that.
Yeah, absolutely huge for Janina. It shows that they haven't let the own goal affect them, really. They're still going to stay in this. With that, if Muzz was a little bit faster, would have got to be out on Alone, but Alone covering well. Good beat on one. Wolfie maybe trying to create something now. It's a shot on target. Muzz with a save, but not the best save. And Wolfie makes it too. And Wolfie is hunting.
He is hunting, man. He probably heard me. Saying that he's playing really well in my eyes, even though they're losing. But he's always there. He's trying really hard to score those goals. And 2 goals are ready for him.
It's Wolfie and Mox on at the kickoff. Muzz gets to beat out on one. Bonesy going to get not the best touch. He gets 50 or beat out by 6s. That's a shot to goal, but not on target. It's dealt with well anyway by Bonesy as Mox take control of this one. Trying to get a beat out Alone. There's a big bump. It's the awkward touch from Muzz. Might cause a problem here to sit on him as well. 6s is there. Gets 50'd in the end. Anyway, the shot didn't come fast enough.
Yeah, it was just kind of looking like super awkward position there. As Musa is trying to control the ball, flicks over one, but Wolfie is there. Wolfie is hungry. Wolfie wants to win this game. I can already see it. I can sense it that he wants to win this game, man.
Absolutely. Alone plays that one across to Wolfie. Wolfie with a chance to shoot. What a shot it is!
Again!
Makes it 3!
I'm telling you, man. He's on it. This game is his game.
But yeah, Wolfie is not letting this game get away from him.
Yeah, he's not. He's just on it. He's there for the misplays. He's there for the passes. As you can see, he's taking up, controlling the bar really well, trying to get over one. He gets over one, maybe a pinch. Oh, he's just not enough.
Be dangerous now. This is a big demo. 6s with a chance to shoot. Not able to send that one on net. Bonesy gonna get beat up by Mox in infield. It might just be in. Bonesy can't make it. Making it 3-2.
That can be a tilter. That can be a tilter. A little like, I think it's bounced off the corner. Like, oh, kind of looks like a weird bounce.
Yeah, definitely a bit of a strange bounce, you have to say, but nobody at the back post. There's nobody really covering. And now Six is 50 alone. Wolfie going to take control of this one. Maybe going to try and do it on his own like he's done so many times before. Gets a 50 with Muzz, and Muzz now looking to get one in towards the midfield potentially off that demo. It's a 50 with alone. Sixes is there to try and get a shot. It's past him. Mox spawned good though. Maybe trying to get a double on that. Gets one crew touching towards the midfield. Muzz gets the beat, but alone just diving in front of it, putting his car on the line. That could be a massive blunder though, as Bonesy makes the recovery anyway.
Wolfie taking up the corner. He's looking for that goal again. Trying to find his teammate, but Muzi is there to clear it out. Now Sixes with a bang. That might be in. It's just over. It can be somewhere to follow it up. Mox with the shot again backward. Muzi is there again backward. What is going on? Why is the ball in the back of the net?
It's shot off the shot towards this backboard, absolutely peppering it. That's a 50 in towards Bonesy in the midfield. Maybe a chance to make it 4-2, but unable to do so. And his name is not Wolfie. That was nearly huge for Zippleback in their effort to try and lock this game out.
Yeah, man, I'm jumping on my chair here, man. The shots are coming in, the saves are coming in. It's absolutely like they're playing like maniacs right now, bro. They just shooting, trying to find the equalizing goal. But it's kind of not looking like they want to give out the goal. They just kind of want to keep the lead. They're like hungry for the win right now.
Yeah, we spoke about it earlier. It's so much more physical. We've seen so many more demos and stuff coming out from the side of Shanina in this game than we did in the previous ones. And maybe they spoke about that during the little break. But that's a massive chance for Muzzy. And there's a team bump there as well. Muzzy got the boost. Bonesy clearing it away. Muzzy keeping the pressure alive. The pressure is still on from Zippleback. That's infield. Wolfie gonna get beat. It's off target. Muzzy now have a chance to get this one back in towards the centre. Bonesy not the best touch, but keeping this one away from his net. The clock is ticking down. Mox with a shot. Can't reach it. The equalizer's there.
Oh my word. It kind of looked like it was coming, to be honest. They had the pressure, they had the shots, they had everything in their side. I kind of expect it.
Yeah, absolutely. It didn't feel like it was coming.
Yeah, huge overtime though for both teams.
Oh yeah, exactly. Both of these teams, a massive game for them. Obviously, if you're Zippleback having sweeping a team like Shanina, even if they play it, it's still a team that makes players. But maybe it was gonna die in regulation time, but the ball's still staying up. Wolfie not letting this drop. Wolfie trying to do the charge on his own, gets a reset, but not enough pop as Bonesy's still there. Now, this could be a problem. As Zippleback are on their way down the field, Buzz is there, that's towards the goal. Wolfie is the one who can put it away. Does just that. And this game is hanging in the balance. Is Wolfie gonna make it 4-3?
As I said, he's just on it. He's just on it today.
And we go to game number 5.
Yeah, Wolfie just stepping up for his team. He scored every goal, right? Yeah.
Yes, he did.
Yeah. As I said, he just looks like from this side that he's the one who's on the balls. He's waiting for the mid passes. He was just there.
It's a humongous solo performance.
Exactly. He was playing out of his mind there. Credits to him.
Yeah, credit to Alone though. Alone, I didn't realize got all 4 assists to Wolfie. Seven shots to Wolfie. Shooting for more than 50% when you're scoring 4 goals is certainly not a stat to laugh at. Muzz doing excellently once again. We've seen Muzz pretty much topping the leaderboard for the Zippleback team in every single game. But we need to see more of a group effort from Zippleback. We saw it a few times earlier in the series, but the defensive side wasn't there. But maybe that's because they haven't been used to playing defense against a team like Chanina, where they've had so much pressure.
Yeah, it just kind of looked like the goals are coming from like every mistake that the defending team is doing right now. I feel like they just need to get more consistent. For example, for was it Chainas? Yeah, Chainina. So it's such a hard name to pronounce for me, by the way. Holy, could have made it any worse for me. But yeah, they just need to lock in on the defense. They need to be there for the backboard clears. They need to be just more consistent with it.
Absolutely. So here we are, Manfield Night, a fan favorite. We know how much some people like this map. We'll see. We'll see if Janina like this map now, or if it will be their tomb.
Yeah, crucial game again. Every game from now on is gonna be crucial for both teams. China is just fighting to keep the RSC run alive. Yeah, as we can see, Bonesy is trying to invite Mox to pop over the ball from him. Kinda low boost here, but Wolfie is there to clear it.
The infield pass alone gets the beat out on him. Mox may be there to get a shot away. Gets beaten, but Muzz now have a chance to get a shot. Bonesy, last man back. Mox trying to get a skim rather than opting for the bump sixes. Play that one towards the backboard. Cleared away by Bonesy. Gets a touch down the line. Muzz gets a 50 with Bonesy. Bonesy plays that infield towards Alone. Alone maybe having a chance now as Mox is there to get a beat out on him.
Muzzy now with the chance, bumping the ball up. Trying to get the throw, and he gets it. 1-0. People back.
Oh, it's so tilting when that happens. I know it all so well. Muzzy, beautiful first shot just to keep it behind him, and then taking his defender off of the face of the earth. Zippleback striking first.
I mean, there's nothing you can do when you see a guy just full on boosting towards you for the demo. As you can see, Muzzy is again on the ball, trying to get over one. He gets over one, but it's cleared by Bonzi, I think. I didn't see who was on the ball, but Six is missing a touch. Wolfie with the shot, he hits the post, and Muzzy with the clear, and Bonzi is there to clear it out. Now Bonzi controlling the ball there for the challenge. Wolfie popping the ball out, and Blaze is having some microphone issues as we speak. But Bonzi with the shot, and Mox clears it away.
We're chilling. Wolfie trying to get a pinch infield. Gonna be slows it at 50 with Mox. Muzz gonna get beat out by Bonesy. Huge pinch down the field. And if Zippleback can react fast enough to this could be some problems. Just looking for the demo does Muzz on Wolfie. Zippleback should need to find a way to shut down Wolfie. It doesn't matter. If Sixes is getting a perfect 50.
Again, looking like Wolfie was trying to get on the ball and Alone kind of maybe got faked out. They just need to fix it. Like you need to fix your mic, for example. They just need to fix it.
Shut up.
They just need to fix it, man. They just need to fix it.
I'm doing my best. Just hanging onto the ball for too long. Like I said to start with, I said you need to learn how to not bang the ball away. But there's a time and a place, right? If you're carrying it across your net, that's the exact opposite of what you want to happen. Mox playing that one in towards, trying to find Sixes in the midfield, but Bonesy gets the cut out. Wolfie there for the follow. Gonna get a beat out on Muzz, but ball staying in dangerous area. Not the best offense though. We're not seeing infield passes. We're just sort of seeing loose shots that are not really challenging anyone.
Yeah, it kind of looks like both, not both. The whole team is trying to do it on their own right now. Like they're trying to be the difference maker, but I don't feel like they need to be doing all that. They just need to work as a team, as Simpleback has been doing. He'll be finding those teammates. As we can see again, a pass in the field was it just barely doesn't get the goal. Great save by Wolfie. And yeah, they just need to keep finding their mates. Maybe that will work out for them.
The pressure's not over.
The pressure is it's just there.
Maybe subsiding a little bit now as Wolfie looking for something for Chanina. It's cleared away by Muzz. It's a good challenge by Bonesy. He's trying to get a shot on target. That's Sixes playing it out to Muzz on the sidewall. Infield pass opportunity to Mox. Mox going to get beat out by that one. Sixes infield maybe once again. Bonesy keeping this one close. Maybe can keep control of this one. As it's Sixes now with control, popping it high. Alone trying to get the pre-jump. Sixes going to ceiling pinch. Gallant can't get the beat out on Wolfie as Mox playing it high in towards the midfield. Bonesy with a shot. Muzz gets the save.
Now Sixes gets a big clear, maybe gets a 50. A long beats on the 50. Muzzy is there. Muzzy is trying to get the 3-0 goal here. Would be crucial. It's 2-0. Anything can happen on that, in my opinion. It's big pinch. Big pinch.
Infield is Alone plays that one out towards Mox on the sidewall. Infield it goes. Mox with a chance. Bonesy with a massive save. Muzz with the follow. Not the best shot though. As Wolfie plays it to his teammate Bonesy, but the shot wasn't strong enough. That 6s to Mox. Couldn't get the beat on Wolfie though, as Muzz plays that one out. Bonesy might be there. But now 6s, 20 boost, finding Muzz in the midfield. Not the best touch by him. He sort of just gives away possession, but there's two goals to get in 50 seconds, and this is going to be a real problem for Shanina if they can't lock in.
Time is ticking. Time is ticking. They need the answer. They need the goal. As we can see, the Bonesy again, and Bonesy. Bonesy grabs one. It might get interesting from now on. It might get interesting. 37 seconds left. Anything can happen for both teams. I'm really looking forward to these last moments of this game.
Absolutely, 37 seconds to recover one goal. It's been done before. Lone might make it possible now towards the backboard. 6 gets a big clear deep. Wolfie plays that one in towards the corner, looking for a follow potentially. Is this Mox with the beat? Alone, missing that one. This could be a spell. Some real trouble. Bonesy, the last man back. Mox getting a decent 50. Bonesy not able to really follow. 6's infield. There's a bump on his own teammate by Alone. That's a deep shot. Muzz reaching across the field to save that one. Muzz now pinching that one off the ceiling. Maybe trying to get another one here. Time is ticking. And what a shot! This is Rocket League! Sorry, it just reminded me of it.
Yeah, holy, out of nowhere, Wolf is just up there. He is the difference maker for this team. They need to be finding him, and look what it comes up. 2-2, maybe going to overtime. Still 5 seconds to play of this game. Strong kickoff. Wolf is there for the ball. Will he keep it up? A 50 coming in. Muzz is keeping the ball up in the corner again. One lone is there to clear it out, but it's still bouncing, and it's gonna be dead.
Absolutely. Who else is scoring that except Wolfie, right? He's the saviour of this Chanina team, single-handedly, really, if you think about it. That's over towards the right-hand side. Bonesy infield to Wolfie. Wolfie with a chance to nearly bury this game number 5, but the game is staying alive. Overtime here again. That's Bonesy towards the goal. Off the crossbar again. Bonesy will equalise the scoreline. So he'll win this one and make the game ever so slightly closer to equal. We are going to Neo Tokyo, and Unitox have absolutely turned it up.
Yeah, man, it's absolute cinema here. They just bouncing back 2 down, still getting the win of the game, which is really crucial. Because one game that they lose, it's over for them. It's over. They are out. But they're not going out, as it seems. They want to keep going. They want to win this.
I've just seen what the other thing that's been said in there. So we're not doing that. So cause I've got the thingy, the what do you call it, the schedule.
It's getting real dark for me, man.
I can tell. It doesn't look like we are veiled. I don't think we are. There you go. See.
What a comeback, though. What a comeback. 2 goals down. OT win. Again, always crucial.
When we're not playing Neo Tokyo, chat.
We are not. I guess
It's
we're
a
not.
sad day.
Sad day.
My favorite map. It's where dreams are made and hearts are broken. We've seen so many massive turnarounds happen on Neo Tokyo. Finishes the starts of some real good storylines. But unfortunately, we get my favorite map, so I'm not complaining. Beckwith Park will run it back.
Speaking of Neo Tokyo, actually, when I won the Prospects here, it was played in Neo Tokyo. So close to my heart too, I would say. Close to my heart too.
Imagine winning a tier. Oh, maybe one day. Muzzy playing this one forward. The pass in field. 6 is going to get the beat out on 1. Over towards the right-hand corner. Mox is there towards 6's on the backboard. Missing out on that one. Mox is there towards the corner.
Six is trying to find Muzzy, but Alone is there. And Muzzy's not gonna commit, and Wolfie bangs it up. There's a demo in the field, and Alone just not quite there to get the touch that he wanted to get towards the net. Yeah. Kind of looking like it's just gonna be a pressure game. Both teams gonna be attacking, and Bonesy gets a great shot. Bar down, nothing Sixes can do.
Yeah. It's a huge clanger towards the crossbar, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's so hard to read those in. It's so hard to read those. I will do something at the end of this game, and which should make it easy to sort that thing out. By the way, Mr. Producer, sir. Alone infield pass. It's Sixes. Unable to get anything on that. Muzz is there. Chance to maybe get this one in towards the midfield. Haruto. Has there been a sub? Or they just changed their names? What?
Nothing has changed for me.
Why do players on my screen called Haruto Heavy Slumper?
What?
What? Hang on. Can I get a screenshot of this? What is this?
There's no such a player in my field playing.
In the chat? I'm so confused. Look at the net. Bonesy with a shot. I forget. And Haruto's underneath. I don't know who's who. Heavy Slumper is Alone. Okay, cool. And
Maybe
Wolfie is
Steffi
Wolfie Haruto then. Why have their names changed all of a sudden? They just changed it on Steam or something? Muzzy now with chance. Go on.
Oh la la.
Massive chance. That's infield Heavy Slumper. Or Alone putting a shot on. It's a big
What
demo! And Alone gets the demo!
What's a demo? As you can see, the physical game is really important. Just getting the opponent out. Actually, no, Wolfie got demo. It kind of looked like he got the demo, but yeah, it just slowed down Six's momentum and he couldn't get back to it.
Sixes now with the ball. Chance to put this one quickly on net. It's 50 away. Infield opportunity now. Bonesy plays this one down the line. Mox is there. Infield, it goes towards Wolfie. Wolfie in towards the corner. It's a big bump on one. It's Alone tries to get a piece of that. I'm now going to have to really think about who I'm actually talking about. Bonesy with a chance to put that one on target. Can't quite do it as Sixes with control. Bit of a kamikaze there. As Sixes couldn't quite find this one in towards the midfield. And Sixes is there. It's a good second touch. Muzz with the shot. Goes low. And it's Alone who slams it away.
Oh, my mic just cut off. But yeah, we got a 3-0 goal here from Wolfie. I've been talking about this guy since the one game when he scored 4 goals. And now he's back again, making a difference for his team.
Yeah. Okay, so, Mr. Producer, sir, am I going to have to try and calculate who's who? So I can't be calling them by the names that I'm seeing. Wolfie on the bad board. A little bit awkward. Wolfie taking control of this one. Muzz gets a fifth. Gets beat. It's Alone with the save. Oh, okay. We're seeing. Thank you for cutting away. I'm so. What is this game?
A lot of is going on.
What is this game?
What are we
watching? It's 4-0.
4-0. There's some like top 10 respect moments going on in the other side of the field.
Yeah, we're seeing top 10 respect moments, but top 10 matches that shouldn't have gone to Champions Field, I think, as well.
Yeah, I agree with you. This has been a hectic game. Some issues on our end, and just weird things happening on the field too. I cannot keep up. I'm losing my focus as we go. But they don't seem to be losing focus. They are going at it.
Oh my god, it's the most scuffed stream of 2026, Wolfie. But you know what? I've always said, every single time I stream, something goes wrong. Even the other week, the rsc-eu stream died, and obviously I'm not a producer, so I cast it on my own channel. I finished the game.
I mean, it just happens. Right
What a
now, Alone
touch!
gets
What a
great
save!
goal. And Sixes is there to clear it out. Mox banging it high up the field. 20 seconds left. I don't know if there's a chance for them, but they just need to keep on going. They don't want to. They don't want to give up, even though it might look it's gonna go to game 7.
Absolutely, that's Haruto in towards the corner. Muzzy going to be a bit awkward here. That's gone high. 50 down and towards the midfield. This game was dead from the minute. It started. They're still talking about this server. Yep, there you go. Thank you for clarifying that, Mr. Producer. Don't forget to change the map to Champions Field. We can't not do it. 3.
We need it.
Hang on, is it 3-2 or 3? Is it 3-0? I thought it's 3-0. My thing says. Yay, we're gonna get Champions Field!
We're gonna get it.
Not gonna miss
Let's
it!
go. We're not gonna miss it, man. We're not gonna miss it. Actually, I'm gonna point one thing out. Yesterday, I was casting it was Rash against Nightfall. I think it's Team Shadow. Team Shadow took a 3-0 lead there too, and Rash almost bouncing back. And I'm seeing it again. A team bouncing back. I just love to see it. I just love to see it.
If you're... I forgot how to pronounce Unitox's name. But if you're them, and you end up losing this game, imagine the disappointment of taking it so far into the series and just not able to lock it out.
Yeah, it would be really disappointing, but, you know, they're just scored a lot of goals. 4-0 it ended. They looking like the better team. They won it. It just turned around completely. It took a full-on 360.
Casters don't even know what game it is. You can't blame me.
It's been hectic here, guys. It's been really hectic. It's been really hectic.
Do not blame me. Here we go then. Champions Field.
Game 7. Huge game. Huge game. Stippleback took the early lead in the series, but the other team will not give up, and they came back to 3-3, and now we got game 7, a decider. Who is gonna take it here?
That's gone deep. 6 is a bit awkward. That's over towards the left-hand side. Wolfie looking to keep on this one. They're back. Their names are back to normal. I haven't got a guess. Bonesy off the backboard. It's a fake on one towards backboard. It goes. Is there a play? Oh, it's a big bump, but it's cleared away by a second player. I think they recognise that there's a bump there. Inbound as Wolfie now looking to try and rotate back. Bonesy there going to try and play with a touch of alone. It's a little bit of a double commit. Sorry, I lost my tongue. Wolfie towards backboard. Maybe something infield. It's a touch by alone, but cleared away by 6s.
Max is trying to find Muzzy. Muzzy with the shot. It easily countered by Wolfie, and Wolfie still on the ball. Almost full boost. Max with a great challenge. A pass infield, nobody there, but Bonesy is there to find the open net, and it's 1-0.
Big shot by Bonesy. We're seeing Bonesy start to step up in these last couple games as well. And wait, he's been there, been more involved. He's not letting Wolfie do everything. The reverse sweep is on.
The reverse sweep is on. They looking like the team with momentum. They just going at it. Wolfie and Bonesy standing up. Alone is having a holiday on the field. He's not quite involved, but he's still there to clear it up. As I say, that happens. Nice.
Muzz equalising. 6s with the assist. Bonesy not the best touch. 6 in towards the goal alone. Tragic touch. You're kicking yourself if you're alone there. 1-1.
It's getting really interesting. But that's what you want from game 7, right? You want that close game. You want that action. You want that both teams just going at it, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
It kind of looks like we're going to get one.
Oh yeah, I reckon Champions Field, this game's going to be one of those back and forth games. The thing about Champions Field, that's when the nerves really start to set in. You've lost 3 in a row. You've squandered 3 chances to lock this game away. That's a beautiful infield pass. 6 is covering well, but 6 is playing it to Muzz. Another gear has to be found for both of these teams. I think the team that finds that extra gear, or the team that makes the mistake, and will be yeah, it's gonna be decided by one thing. I think one massive moment, I think, will decide this game.
Yeah, I agree with you on that one. It's kind of looking like it's just both teams are gonna look for that one defensive mistake, and they just gonna go at it. They're just gonna capitalize on it. I feel like it's gonna go that way.
I can absolutely see it. Wolfie gets 50'd with 6s, alone being a bit awkward here. Mox getting a 50 over towards the left hand, sort of the middle left. There's Wolfie there with a shot towards the backboard. Bounces awkwardly. Bump on one. Alone is there in the X-Venom, not able to send that one on target. Demo on one there as well. Bonesy with control. Maybe a free shot for him. It's going to be a free shot for him, and we go to 2-1.
Amazing demo. Amazing demo. Just open up the space and Bonzi with... Bonesi. How do you pronounce that? Anyways, a great touch by him into the space to open that, making the game 2-1 for them.
Yeah, if this does end up going to reverse sweep, to your knowledge, will this be the first reverse sweep of the play-ins?
I'm not actually sure.
Okay. Well, I've been informed that there was 2 in Academy, so...
But nonetheless, Max scored 2-2. Back at level.
Exactly that.
Alone and Muzz on the kickoff over towards the left-hand side. 6s towards the far corner. Wolfie beating out one. Monesy is up. Gets a 50 with Mox in towards the far corner. Muzz, what a touch that is. That could be in. Alone. Crucial save, but it's a follow-up touch off the crossbar. It's going to find its way through. Muzzy talking about reverse sweep. Absolutely not.
Not in this house. Just look at that shot. Off the bar, unsavable, unreactable. It's just a beautiful placement at the end of the day. It's beautiful. Beautiful.
Wolfie and Muzz on the center. Alone following up nicely here. 6 is awkward. Alone. Once again, we've got to remind chat that he's playing on his laptop in Portugal. It's big 50 by Wolfie. Maybe a chance to get this one infield. As Muzz plays it out. Alone there with the follow. Good beat on one. Mox is there to clear that one away. 6 is up towards backboard. This could be double touch potential, but runs out of boost halfway through. Muzzy faking out Mox a little bit, but they don't mind that. They have time to burn. It's Chanina. That's how you say it. I remembered. It's Chanina who are the ones who have to put the pressure on.
Exactly, yeah. They don't have any rush. They're leading by 1. But you don't want to get too comfortable. You still want to keep up the pressure. You still want to get that one goal. As Wolf is going to bang it top corner. He's just going goal after goal for both teams right now. I don't know who's going to get the winner.
Pressure. It was Bonesy just stopping, saying, Wolfie, you've been the MVP for our team so far. Have another one. And he just puts it away beautifully.
Just pure confidence by him. Good placement. Took his time. He saw he had time. Nobody challenged him. As you can see, Bonzi is trying to get the 2-goal lead. And 1-goal lead. He gets it. 1 minute left. What an important goal by Bonzi here.
How was Zippleback letting this slip?
They gone all the way to here just to slip up at the last moment. It just looks like that's a tilter. That's gotta be a mental tilter for them right now.
Oh, it'd be tragedy for Zippleback. They've still got a minute to go, but the mental in that voice chat must be hanging on by a thread right now.
Exactly, and as you can see, Mox is still fighting on. He's trying to get that goal. Bounces in, Muzzy back to the backboard. It's not really going to that. And Wolfie gets the clear away. Alone is trying to control the ball. It's bouncing again. This could be really crucial if they can get a goal, but Bonesy is there, controlling the ball really well, flicking over one. But 6 is missing. Bonesy is flicking again, but it's saved by Mox.
Yeah, 6 with a great follow-up touch as well. Muzz just slamming out on downfield. Not going to catch Wolfie off guard, though. He's been so good in this game. Alone a bit awkward as 6 pinches that one down in towards the corner. It's a big clearance by Bonesy. Alone is over there. Muzzy, I don't think either of them really got a touch on that. As Wolfie towards backball, this clock is dying away. Are we going to see the reverse sweep be successful? First game of today as Bonesy playing it down. This game's dead. Chanina have done it. Tragedy for Zippleback. Glory for Chanina and glory for Unitox. That is a lifeline. They cannot let that happen again in their next match.
It's just pure Rocket League, man. Anything can happen. Both, I feel like it was more like even teams there. And at the end, the team with like more mentality, more motivation, they just took the win there. Just kept kept on getting the pressure, kept on like improving the game as they went on. I think they just, after every loss, they sit back and like ask questions like, what are we doing wrong, lads? What do we need to be doing, lads? And they just got the answer for it at the end of the games.
Yeah, the interesting thing for me was the fact that they opted not to take a time out. Go on, who are you giving MVP to? Who do you think it's gonna be? My
Who else?
MVP prediction is it's gonna be obviously Wolfie. You can't you don't expect anyone else, do you?
Yeah,
I
really
think he
funny.
single-handedly carried that team through games 4 and 5, should I say? Sorry. Yeah, if not for Wolfie, no one else would be able to carry them through.
Yeah, man. The one game where he got the 4 goals, just I think it was just a mental boost for the whole team, and they just kind of took from that and went on to win the series, reverse sweeping.
Absolutely massive. Well, that is it from us. I predicted the wrong winner. Don't worry, you got the right one. Oh. It looked shaky at a time, but yes, you predicted correctly. Don't go anywhere because we have another game coming up. I believe it's going to be Chinina versus 20 Rocketeers. This game should be coming to you quite quickly because we're already running behind schedule because of darn best of sevens. We shan't be long.
This isn't just merch, it's what teams wear when they mean business. Every stitch, every print, every detail, made to perform. Trusted by the grind, from grassroots to championship halls. Build your team store. Wear the brand that wins. SpartanWare, trusted by the grind.
This is trophi.ai, an AI Rocket League coach, and it's absolutely crazy what you can do with this. If you've ever heard of ballchasing.com, it's a lot like that, but on steroids.
You can press P and a pro demo will come up, and this is what's so cool and so unique about Trophi, is that this is not seen anywhere else, and it's just a great way to kind of show you how to do a training pack without having to side by side watch a YouTube video.
And this is actually really cool. Training paths. So you basically, you know the skill trees from Assassin's Creed, Spider-Man, Sekiro, you know that sort of games where you have to, you know, get skill points, use them, you unlock new skills. This is sort of very similar, but instead of actually getting skill points, you're actually doing the mechs. And also a cool feature as well, guys, watch this. You can slow it down. You can actually slow-mo it like this. So if you're really struggling, what you need to do, you can actually look for yourself and just have a look at them exact sort of movements that you're doing there. Look, it's really cool. I really like it. And
alongside helping with mechanics, it also has a feature that analyzes any of your saved replays. That way you can see what you're doing well and what you need to improve on. It even has this cool post-game analysis that you can see stats from the game you just played.
This isn't just merch, it's what teams wear when they mean business. Every stitch, every print, every detail, made to perform. Trusted by the grind, from grassroots to championship halls. Build your team store. Wear the brand that wins. SpartanWare, trusted by the grind.
This is trophi.ai, an AI Rocket League coach, and it's absolutely crazy what you can do with this. If you've ever heard of ballchasing.com, it's a lot like that, but on steroids.
You can press P and a pro demo will come up, and this is what's so cool and so unique about Trophi is that this is not seen anywhere else, and it's just a great way to kind of show you how to do a training pack without having to side by side watch a YouTube video.
And this is actually really cool. Training paths. So you basically, you know the skill trees from Assassin's Creed, Spider-Man, Sekiro. You know that sort of games where you have to, you get skill points, use them, you unlock new skills. This is sort of very similar, but instead of actually getting skill points, you're actually doing the mechs. And also a cool feature as well, guys, watch this. You can slow it down. You can actually slow-mo it like this. So if you're really struggling, what you need to do, you can actually look for yourself and just have a look at the exact movements that you're doing there. Look, it's really cool. I really like it. And
alongside helping with mechanics, it also has a feature that analyzes any of your saved replays. That way you can see what you're doing well and what you need to improve on. It even has this cool post-game analysis that you can see stats from the game you just played.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the rival play-ins as we have 20 Rocketeers versus Chianina. I'm joined by Tez. How are you?
I'm good. You had to watch yourself after what I said earlier, yeah?
I don't know what you're talking about at all.
Anyway, yeah, we have 20 Rocketeers, Chianina, Unitox, and 20R, and I'm really looking forward to see how this one goes. This is a same conference battle, so after that reverse sweep coming through from Unitox Chianina against Zippleback, that was ridiculous to see, especially because of how they won it in that Game 7, but I'm very much looking forward to see how this one goes. How are you feeling?
Yeah, it'll be a very, very interesting game, that's for sure. I know 20 Rocketeers obviously finishing 4th in conference, whereas Chianina finishing 6th. I think the last time these two played each other, it was a 20R victory, 3-2, so close series. Obviously, we do have a 7-game potential once again, looking to go the distance just to make our producer's life even more fun.
Yes, it is, and he was so happy to see that go to 3-0, and then it just did not work out in his favor at all. The reverse sweep came through, so he's hoping this one can end a little bit quicker, and after this series, we will be going up to the upper bracket, Chrome Raiju versus Brave Flame, so lovely to see how that one will go, and we'll see. We have 3 more spots remaining. Obviously, 2 of them already technically taken from Brave and Chrome, but we have 1 more person to properly send through to that playoff Sunday. And why don't we get some predictions in just before we actually get into playing?
I don't know. I don't want to be here longer than I need to be. I'm going to say after Chianina just done 4 in a row, I think they're going to do 4 in a row again, and I back a 4-0 for Chin and Nina against 20 Rocketeers. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking I'm gonna go the other way, but I'd say it'll end up being a 4-2 likely to 20 Rocketeers, just because how that league play went, they did indeed go a bit better. It was 5-5 in terms of Unitox and 7-3 for 20 hours, so they didn't do too bad during league play, that is for sure. So how about this? Let's get some Rocket League underway instead of yapping away about the stats about anything on paper. Let's get Rocket League actually underway, shall we?
We shall indeed. For those of you in chat that are questioning why I look like Blaze, by the way, we are twin brothers, just to put that to rest. But that's not important. We are here for the Rocket League, and we are about to get underway. It will be Tank and Alone for the kickoff. It goes back towards Bonesy, hits this towards the sidewall. Colsey towards the corner. Big boom downfield by Wolfie. Chased down by Alone. Good control by Tank, taking it to the sidewall himself. Bonesy jumping early. Takes the 50, lands in front of the net. Clear forward by Alone. Colsey missing out that boost, but it doesn't matter as Wolfie will collect this one. Looking for the air dribble. Colsey in the air. It will go for Alone. Tank takes the 50. 30 seconds. So far, nothing's happened. That's a little bit close.
We'll have to see whether or not 30 seconds in, Tank can go back to the sidewall once again, but Bonesy does get to that one first. Alone with it. Can he find a double? He can, but it's off the bar! And Colo can get it away. Finds a second touch so Tank can go downfield, start a counter-attacking opportunity, but Alone is not going to let it last too long, as well as a demo, and Tank is going to make things a bit easier for this side of Chianina to get away. And Bonesy just going to slow the play down, tries to get over Colo, but not able to this time. Wolfie finding one touch off the sidewall, big whiff from Tank. Cameron finding one, able to beat out the offense. So Wolfie and Bonesy gonna be last back, can figure out something between each other, but Cameron not gonna let them go for too long. Colo's there, gets it around Wolfie. Cameron trying to find the pass midfield, it's off the backboard, a big whiff from Bonesy, and Alone will get it cleared away. So Chianina don't have to suffer a deficit just yet.
Just a minute and a half gone so far. No one is able to do the damage. Alone trying to do something off there. Made that awkward little reverse wave dash. Unable to do much more with that. Tries to go himself. Probably hits that a little bit wrong way. Makes it very awkward for Wolfie, as it will be CMK. I think you called him Cameron. I might be wrong. Wolfie on the sidewall. Trying to take it round Colsey, who has pre-jumped from his own half. Pretty much in the corner. Does well to cut that one out. Bonesy beating out Tank now. It's in the corner. CMK clearing this one downfield, looking to chase with zero boost. It is perfect. Bonesy makes the save in the middle, looking to take the 50 with Cameron. Cameron comes off better and gets a touch, making it a little bit awkward for Wolfie. 50 goes down for Alone, trying to slow this one down. Flicks it to Tank, losing the space. Tank with a great demo. Maybe might be able to do something in the sky here. Takes the 50, gets the touch, hits the crossbar. Can't get it through this time.
Not yet, this game staying tied and half the game gone. And we'll see who can break the deadlock first. Tank does well on the 50 with Alone. Gets a demo as well on Bonesy, but Wolfie gets it cleared away. Alone's able to chase it down. He's in their corner. Fakes out the defender, and Wolfie will break the deadlock in this series.
Fake. I don't think Colsey really knew what was going on. Gets his ankles absolutely snapped. Able to put that one in the middle. Looking once again to continue where they finished in the last series. 1-0 breaks the deadlock. Okay. But it will be Chin and Nina to strike first.
Yeah, a big bang from Bonesy. Cameron can collect. Takes it high. Gets the second touch. Nearly drops in, but Wolfie will be able to make sure it doesn't fall too far. So Tank having to play that one into the corner. Cameron is waiting. Coles and Bonesy was able to get get away from it all, but for now it is gonna stay that 1-goal lead for Chianina. Wolfie, big miss comes through, but will be able to play it to the midfield instead. Alone was there waiting, but Cameron just gonna take his time, decides to bang it up high. It's off the backboard and Wolfie can get it cleared away, but no one else is home in Colo. The shot isn't strong enough, so Chianina are able to hold on for now.
Just made that one a little bit too easy. Bonesy was able to get back and 0 boost in the end, so anything a little bit stronger would have probably found its way in and would have been a very, very challenging save, but Bonesy makes it look easy. But it's a shot down from distance. It can't quite find its way on target. Still 1-0 to Chinanina. Not much happening so far. Bonesy looking for a bump on Cameron. Can't quite get there. Wolfie takes the 50, goes into the midfield. Again, the pass just doesn't look to find anyone. Cameron was on the rotate back. The infield pass this time doesn't make its way to Tank, who's now stranded on low boost. Bonesy on the sidewall, trying to take the 50 with Cameron. Does it in the end. Wolfie just taking this back to his own corner, but ends up getting the ball taken off of him by his teammate, who looks to try and get a musty across. That's going to be awkward, and I think that was Cameron throws himself at that one, goes back down to Cameron, who booms this up, and it's still 1-0, 20 seconds to go.
Yes, it is. Alone trying to make it 2 off the post again, and Tank is able to get it away just in time. So for now, there is still hope for 20 Rocketeers, but it is dwindling down. Alone trying to keep it in the blue corner. Tank is waiting, has very little boost, so we'll try get it midfield. Wolfie cuts it out instantly. Bonesy goes high, try to find a second touch, can't, but it's still up. There's a chance for Colo to send this to overtime in game 1, and he does exactly that.
All that Chinanina needed to do was ground that ball. Let's not give Colo an open net. Wolfie trying to do something, makes contact with the player, nothing with the ball. We are now in overtime, and I'm not sure what they planned on that one. All they had to do was ground it, but they couldn't quite get it. And after a little bit of a deadlock, I can see this one lasting a while.
Yes, it will, and we'll have to see what happens. It was a very controlled game for sure. And Tank will try get this ball downfield. Wolfie can keep it there though. It's stuck in this blue half for now, but Colo trying to leave it for Tank. Gets one touch, but also gets bumped. So Cameron gonna have to pick up the pieces with 2 boost in his name, but able to pick up the midfield boost in time. Tank continuing with this, finds a second touch. Cameron is there, but has to play the 50 with Wolfie. There's one touch there from Colo in the corner. And staying here as well. It goes up high. Colo and Bonesy meeting up there. And it does work out in favor of them, but Cameron getting the dunk on Alone gives 20 Rocketeers the first game.
Alone has done that once or twice in this game, just hitting the ball across his net. This time Cameron's ready for it, puts it in the top right. 20 Rocketeers take game 1 after a 0-second equalizer. And if you are going to take it to overtime, that's how you do it.
Yes, it is. It was a great game from both sides, to be honest. Unitox did look a little bit better during regulation, but the second that 0-second goal went in, it felt as though 20 Rocketeers just kind of changed up the momentum. They decided to swap how they played, and they did very, very well to take that overtime.
I regret saying 4-0 now. I kind of want to back 20R, but you know, we made our predictions, so I've got to stick with it.
Yeah.
I mean, 20 Rocketeers coming in as the highest seed. We're probably always favourites, but I do like an underdog story. But once again, it doesn't matter. You can probably hear the engines now as we do go to game number 2 on Forbidden Temple. And currently, just sitting here watching. This is always good. Where's the countdown? There we are. Here we are for game number 2.
Yeah, I think that may have been because I forgot to click spectate, but hey, we ignore that. Anyways, we'll see, can Chianina come back from that one, because it was not exactly what they were hoping to see, as Bonesy has to pinch it with Tank. It goes around the map, and Wolfie keeping it in the blue half. Cameron just about able to get that one off the post. Wolfie not expecting any sort of easy shot to come through, but he had one and ends up missing the target too, so we'll have to see, can they come back. 20 Rocketeers just gonna try hold on defense for now, maybe start counter attack, not able to as Bonesy misses the ball though, it's off the post, and somehow this is a 0-0 game for now.
That was probably a bit too close for comfort as they try and score again. Cameron can't quite get that one on target. Wolfie taking the demo anyway. Bonesy throwing themselves at that one. Wolfie now up, trying to take the 50 with Cameron. Cameron just beats them out early. Another miss. Bonesy now alone, getting hunted down by Tank. The shot finds its way into the top right corner, and 20R take the lead.
Alone, a big miss coming through, and the bump attempt on the Bones able to turn him away enough. And placement, by the way, from Cameron on that shot. Absolutely upper 90. And it's a good start to the second game for 20 Rocketeers, but that does not mean it is over just yet. There's still a lot of time for Chianino to come back into it. Colo getting one touch, Cameron staying with it, trying to go all the way, but Alone gets in the way on time. And we'll see whether or not 20 Rocketeers can hold on defense now.
It's a little bit awkward there, but Cameron does end up coming out with control. Bonesy throwing themselves at that one. Alone does jump, but probably not the touch they would have wanted as Colo smashes this towards Tank, who just gets rid of it. Makes it awkward for Bonesy, but passes back to Colo, who once again finds that upper right-hand corner, and that's 2.
Seems like that upper right hand is a real weakness, shall we say, for Chianina right now. Both of the goals in this game too have came on that exact same spot. So we'll have to see if they can find some sort of comeback or some sort of answer as Wolfie tried to get the dunk with Tank, able to get it around him. Cameron is there as well, gets a 50, stays in the orange corner. And we'll see, does this attack keep going? Colo with the shot Alone is able to get it away. Tries to go around, but Tank does well to stop, and Cameron as well again on the attack. Colo is there, trying to find the shot off, but it wasn't enough this time, and Chianina are in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, they tried to get one there. Tank all or nothing on that challenge. Ends up coming out with low boost, but it does well. Now up, hits it to the ceiling. It will be Colo, who might have been able to just put that one in the net. Alone on the backboard, reasonably awkward, but it ends up going straight on their car anyway, as now it's going to go straight up the other side. Both Colo and Tank jumping for that. Bonesy looking for an infield pass, ends up hitting it back towards his own net anyway. Wolfie's got to pick up those pieces as he's challenged early by Cameron. Doesn't get the whole ball, ends up only getting the top of it, but it lands for Colo. Flip reset, looking to get another one, not this time. Ends up for Bonesy, who just clears this away, relieving some pressure. But Chianina need to find something from somewhere. 2-0 down, 2 minutes to go, and this time it's ticking down, but that's another opportunity. But Tank does very, very well to get there.
Yes, he does, and he's keeping this side, this clean sheet alive for now. As Cameron finds one and pops up high, Colo is up. Does well to get one. A dunk from Tank as well helps out the offense. Trying to get that 50 through. No one was able to follow it up. Cameron and Colo on the ball at the same time. And I've seen a lot of double commits coming through as Tank tries to put one on. It's off the bar. Wolfie fakes out Colo well, grabs the mid boost, gets around another. Can he go all the way alone? Trying to find the double. Leaves it then for the shot from Alone, and Colo off the line. And somehow Chianina just cannot score in this game too.
Alone had to put that anywhere apart from on Colo's car and doesn't make the same mistake twice. Finds the left-hand side of the goal this time. It's a great double off the corner by Wolfie on 0 boost. Tank just on the goal line. Nothing in their Tank.
And they are able to finally bring one back.
Exactly.
We'll have to see, can they get this to an equal game once again. 20 Rocketeers were able to do it last game. Can Chianina do it this time? As Alone finding one touch, it's into the corner. Colo having to pick up that pad as well. Gets 50'd. Bonesy trying to dive onto it. So Alone off the backboard. Wolfie is there. Tries to go for the slow shot, but Cameron won't fall for it by any means, as Colo getting a 50. It goes back downfield. Wolfie trying to chase it down. Can't beat out Cameron, but will get a second touch to it. Bonesy off the backboard, and Alone isn't able to find contact. So with 30 seconds remaining, they still find themselves 1 goal down.
One thing we know about this Chianina squad is that they do have a great mentality. In the last series, they did reverse sweep, so 2-0 probably won't be the end of the world. As the midfield pass comes in, it does find Wolfie. Colo gets across to stop it going anywhere near overtime, as the ball's just rolling now as the time is ticking. Up to Alone, drops this one. It's going to be awkward for Wolfie, who takes the 50 off the corner. Colo is up, slams this one downfield. It's going to be awkward for Alone, who could only hit this one. And 20 Rocketeers 2-0 up in the series.
Yes, they are. Chia and Nina are not looking good enough right now. We'll have to see if they can come back from this. That's the same scoreline 2 games in a row. And it's looking like a big issue for them, as they just have not been able to find any way through that 20 Rocketeers defense fully. So we'll have to see whether or not they can finally come back from this.
I believe they had 6 saves in that game, so very, very defensive game, but attacking wins games, defense wins championships, and they did exactly what they needed to do on the goal line, but they won't care. They'll be looking to keep going. They'll be looking to continue the momentum. Chianina need to find something here in game number 3, as this series is getting further and further away from them. But it is not over until that ball hits the ground at 0 seconds. But a shot will come out, forces a save from Wolfie, and once again it's 20R, but Wolfie trying to go up the other end, makes it awkward for Cameron. That's an awkward touch. Bonesy opting not to go alone, hits it to the sidewall. Cameron slams this one downfield. Wolfie gets a touch, Tank just jumping for this one, putting it on target, forcing a save out of Alone.
Yes, they do. Wolfie trying to go down the other end now, rolls up high. Cameron and Bonesy are there. The 50 goes in favor of Bonesy, but it does eventually get cleared away from Tank. Cameron chasing it down, making things awkward for Wolfie here. Gets the 50, it's across the net, but Bonesy gets back in time, able to drag his team away from his goal line as Wolfie puts it back midfield. Alone can't find the touch necessary. Colo also diving for it. So Cameron now picking up the pieces, grabs the 50, does well. Tank puts it midfield, tries to get a second touch off of it, but not able to for now. So Bonesy up to Wolfie, it pops up high. Alone goes up quickly, finds a touch, but it's not a good enough one as the demo on Bonesy means he has to do it himself on the respawn. And he does well to keep this ball alive and to keep Chianina in the hopes of finding a game.
They do in fact have hope. They have been reasonably in this game. 20 Rocketeers currently having more shots, but every single one of the Chianina players having more saves, which means their rotation's probably slightly better, and that proves dash with the follow. Tank beat out by Alone, who scores the first goal of the game.
And they finally are able to take that lead. Since game 1 they haven't had it. They're able to find 1 goal, but we know that they didn't hold on to it, so we'll have to see, can they do it this time? Cameron having to turn all the way around for that ball, just gonna try and find a bump there. No one's able to even attempt the challenge really, as Bonesy, the 50, goes downfield. Is that one gonna roll in? It's off the post, but no one's actually there. Alone off the backboard, and Tank able to get the touch away from Wolfie. So Bonesy, 1 touch, the shot is on, and it's good. Colo not able to find the save, and they do indeed double their lead.
The pressure from Chianina so far, especially in the last sort of minute or so, has been absolutely brutal. It was a matter of time before one went in. It does come from Bonesy with the stealing shot, unable to be saved, close, and they do double their lead, but now 20R obviously have their backs against the wall. We've seen how Chianina reacts, but Cameron doesn't let that 2-goal lead last very long.
No, he doesn't. Alone got the catch, and then the back flip. He wasn't able to take control himself. He got control of the ball, but not of his car. So we'll have to see if that big mistake will end up costing them this game and maybe even the series, as Cameron tries to put one on. It does go back downfield from Bonesy. Colo finding 1 touch. Tank has no boost, ends up getting demoed. There's 4 demos coming through in the span of about 5 seconds. So for now, 20 Rocketeers do find themselves back on the offense, and we'll have to see, can they find an equalizer, as Bonesy going downfield ends up leaving it for Wolfie, who has no more boost. So Cameron will get a free touch into the corner, bumps Alone, trying to find the pass midfield, but Alone does very well to keep this ball away from harm's length, and it seems as though they are just trying to hold on to this lead.
I'm sure Cameron will probably appreciate that you didn't highlight the open net miss too much. Big opportunity there. But Cameron now trying to get some redemption, throwing themselves at that one, leaves it for Colo, who hits it to the corner. Bonesy off the ceiling, great catch by Tank, but it gets demoed by Wolfie and chased by Alone. 50 left by CMK, who is able to get another one. It will be chased by Tank, who goes over the top of Wolfie, who had full boost. Bonesy now passing out to Wolfie, trying to get a midfield pass to Alone. Alone very far away, little double demo there in the midfield. Bonesy challenging this with Zero, taking over the top of Wolfie now, takes out 2, goes to the backboard, Cameron is up, gets the shot, hits the crossbar, hits the post, it's still in front of the net, Cameron's able to put it away, but they would not have forgiven themselves if that didn't go in.
Oh my word, somehow Giannina can't get this ball away. Bonesy not expecting that one to go off the bar and post for a second time. But he should be doing better than that. Rival tier should be able to read that. And we'll see if that will be a huge mistake. 2 big ones coming through from Giannina right now in this game 3. And we'll see Wolfie going downfield. Cameron does well to get the 50 out. So Bonesy having to try put that one back on the offense. But nothing too major right now for either side. So Alone takes the catch, just goes to try slow the play down, able to fake out Tank, gives it off to Wolfie then, as Cameron grabs a 50, Bonesy off the ceiling, Tank does well to keep that ball out, and Cameron can go on the counter attack, can he get it over Alone? Not this time, and this is where they need to find something, because otherwise they could be facing down the barrel of yet another reverse sweep, and it looks like it'll be exactly that, and Kolu puts it away with 9 seconds remaining. Giannina need another.
20 off to be really silly now. Scoring a goal, just 10 seconds to go. Kolo spots the open net, puts it in the bottom right. 20R do take the lead. 9 seconds to go, so maybe not the... Oh, I was going to say maybe not the impossible task, but that was not what they would have wanted from that kickoff. The ball does drop, and we can't write Giannina off. They've done it once today already, but they have an uphill battle now.
An extreme uphill battle at that as well. And with them being 3-0 down, you'd expect them to immediately call a timeout, right? They haven't done that yet.
They didn't do it in the last series either, and look how that turned out.
Wow. Okay. That is a very big surprise. If they are able to do this twice in a row, then I don't know what kind of dark magic they have.
If they do this, then my prediction of 4-0, I just was talking about the last 4 games, yeah?
Yeah. Yeah. You're just gonna add the 3 onto it. You're like, yeah, they did go 4-0, but they lost 3 afterwards. Before it.
adds the 3 in there for me, mate.
So we'll have to see. It's a bit of a questionable one, to say the least. Does the fact that they didn't take a timeout the last series and reverse swept, and they're not doing it again this time, are they going to be able to? I don't think so, because yes, they've been good, but they've also made an incredible amount of mistakes, especially in that last game, which made them end up losing. So we'll have to see, can they figure it out? Game 4 underway.
It will be Giannina on their backs, fighting for their life. They've done it once. Can they do it again? 20R looking to do this in 4. It's a big miss by Cameron, who ends up just cutting out Tank. Bit of a miscommunication there. Alone touches it to the sidewall, but only Kolo's there. Smashes this across the midfield. It is Tank who is up for that one. Reads that in the midfield. And 20R, that is how they want to start as they go 1-0.
Yep. And they do indeed. They don't want to let Unitox have any hope at a reverse sweep like they did in the last series. And so far, it is looking like this will go their way. Cameron puts it downfield. Tank trying to chase it down once again. Grabs a 50. It goes all the way to the other side. Bonesy just collects. It's a 50 from Colo, so it goes midfield. Alone is there. The dunk from Cameron. And we'll see if Giannina can find some sort of way back, some sort of miracle that they produced in the last series. They need to do it once more.
Well, there's only one way for that to start, and that's by putting the ball in the back of the net, and Wolfie does exactly that off the 50. Zero boost from all the way back there. Tank throwing himself at that as last man. Wolfie second best to it, but it will roll its way in. We have a tie game.
Yep. And somehow this game is looking closer than any of the other ones so far, even though they were all 1-goal games. Giannina just did not look like themselves as that ball goes downfield. Cameron just collects, but Bonesy immediately diving onto him. So Cameron will have to rebang it outfield alone. Not able to go up for that one properly. Bonesy able to get one. Tries to leave it for somebody, but Kolo will be the first person onto it. Try and find a bump on alone. Wolfie able to get back and help out his side for now. Gets bumped by Cameron, so alone finding one. Not able to find a touch this time, but does get it cleared on the second attempt. So we'll have to see whether or not that can help them out a little bit as he tries to pass it back midfield. No one was there, so Kolo putting a shot on. Bonesy finds the save, but it's back midfield, and Wolfie just about able to turn it away for now.
Very awkward save there on the goal line. Didn't look like that was the greatest of touches. Ends up not being punished for it, but Tank might be punished for that one as Wolfie puts it on target. Cameron gets across to make the save and keep 20R in the, oh sorry, not in the lead, with a tie as Alone cuts out his teammates here, looks to keep going himself. Kolo there for the 50. Alone this time takes it with Tank. Bonesy up into the sky, trying to get this over Tank, who's on the sidewall, 0 boost. Lets this bounce in the corner, pinching midfield. Kolo is up, takes the 50 with Alone, who gets the save. Cameron now 0 boost. Infield past the Tank. Tank takes the shot, but underneath for Bonesy. Bonesy can't get there, and 20R take the lead once again.
Tank is trying to make sure this is done and dusted after 4. And he is doing exactly that. 2-1, just over half the game gone. And Unisox Giannina need a lifeline. So Alone grabs one touch, gets demoed though for his struggles. Tank finding one, it just goes high. And Kolo plays it off the backboard. Cameron a little bit awkward, but does well to grab the 50 with Bonesy. Gets the pre-flip touch as well. And a 50 with Alone. So Wolfie, being last, has to try to do something with this, but isn't able to do too much. A bump onto Tank, but he is able to get back in time. Giannina just played that one a little bit too slowly. Cameron finding a second touch, but it sets up Bonesy to go the other way. Kolo does well as last with 0 boost. And for now, 20 Rocketeers hold on to their lead. Can there be something else? But not quite this time. It goes off the backboard. Alone is there and does well, but Cole will not let this pressure release.
I mean, you look at the current saves. Wolfie 3 saves, the entire team 6. 20 Rocketeers, 8 shots. The pressure has been brutal from 20R as the pass goes across. Tank can't quite get there. We'll take the demo one Alone. It is going to be a pre-jump, but Cameron tries. Wolfie with the shot. Tank can't quite get there. And Giannina, who are fighting for their lives, proving they're not out of this just yet.
They are not gone just yet. They do have time. They will not be put to bed quite yet. But they need to do a lot more than just equalize. Cameron going downfield once again. Can he find the shot? Yes, he can! Alone grabs the touch, but it's not enough to turn it away. And 20 Rocketeers have the lead once again with a minute remaining.
Cameron with an excellent shot off the sidewall. Alone pretty much in no man's land, just sitting on the goal line. Jumps, makes contact, but not enough as it flies into the top half of the goal. 20R now looking at a sweep. Giannina staring down the barrel of what could be classed as well. A little bit of karma. They do a reverse sweep to then get swept. They had the opportunity to continue the momentum. They've lost everything. Didn't use their timeout in this one. Now they got 30 seconds left of their tournament lives as Cozy puts one on target. Tank with the bump ends up stealing the goal. 4-2, and this looks like a hole that's going to be very hard to get out of.
Yes, it will. That is likely going to be that 30 seconds remaining, and Chianina don't look like they can find the magic they had last round, and Tank will go up again, trying to maybe make sure this one is put to rest, as Colo going alone, trying to find the pass midfield, ends up finding Cameron. The shot is on, but a great save from alone. Tank not able to get around Wolfie this time, and with 5 seconds remaining, the clock ticking down, Chianina are going home, and 20 Rocketeers will not let the magic come to life once again.
And Tank will score a 5th one just to put the icing on the cake. Bonesy pretty much helping him out. I'm not sure whether we can class that as an own goal. Tank will get the credit. 5-2 in the end. 20 Rocketeers with the sweep, showing Alpha Surge how it's done, how to finish off the series. I was right with a sweep, I was the wrong way round. 20R thoroughly deserved that one, and commiserations to Chianina, who done their best but couldn't quite get past 20 Rocketeers.
Yep, and exactly what was expected realistically based off the league play standards anyway. And we can see with the post-series stats, it was a lot closer than it actually looked, but it actually, to be honest, that last game made it look a little bit more one-sided than it did. The rest of the games were all one-goal games, so it's unfortunate for Unitox Chianina, but 20 Rocketeers are indeed proud and definitely deserve that series. And Cameron with the MVP, 5 saves, 5 goals, 1,600 points, so an average of around 400. And a very, very well played series from him and the rest of 20 Rocketeers. And it was thoroughly deserved.
Yeah, I can't really say that Cameron being MVP is much of a surprise. He was everywhere across the field. 20 Rocketeers were just the better team on the day. Chianina probably coming off. I'm going to turn off the chat before I get roasted even more, because I feel like I'm going to get absolutely slammed. But 20R will now find their way into the next match, running through the lower bracket. You got to give props to 20R though. They absolutely smashed it, going through with identity. And as we said earlier, we do have Brave Flame going up against Chrome Raiju in our next game. That all should have started 2 minutes ago, but we've just about caught up back on time. I'm pretty sure Veiled is a little bit happier that Chianina didn't get that one. But as I said, showing Zippleback how to finish off a sweep.
And we will go on a little break before we go to that upper bracket match. And yeah, so don't go too far. Grab a drink, grab a snack, and we shall see you very, very shortly.
This isn't just merch, it's what teams wear when they mean business. Every stitch, every print, every detail, made to perform. Trusted by the grind, from grassroots to championship halls. Build your team store. Wear the brand that wins. SpartanWare, trusted by the grind.
This is trophi.ai, an AI Rocket League coach, and it's absolutely crazy what you can do with this. If you've ever heard of ballchasing.com, it's a lot like that, but on steroids.
You can press P and a pro demo will come up, and this is what's so cool and so unique about Trophi, is that this is not seen anywhere else, and it's just a great way to kind of show you how to do a training pack without having to side by side watch a YouTube video.
And this is actually really cool. Training paths. So you basically, you know the skill trees from Assassin's Creed, Spider-Man, Sekiro, you know that sort of games where you have to, get skill points, use them, you unlock new skills. This is sort of very similar, but instead of actually getting skill points, you're actually doing the mechs. And also a cool feature as well, guys, watch this. You can slow it down. You can actually slow-mo it like this. So if you're really struggling, what you need to do, you can actually look for yourself and just have a look at them exact sort of movements that you're doing there. Look, it's really cool.
Savannah, the beauty of the world. Savannah, let's all take a whirl. Savannah, I'm coming home. Savannah, we'll never be alone. Savannah, the beauty of the world. Savannah, let's all take a whirl. dream, believe in strength. Now I'm the only one, only one. I was an ordinary boy until I broke the rules. My life destroyed, a life destroyed.
This isn't just merch, it's what teams wear when they mean business. Every stitch, every print, every detail, made to perform. Trusted by the grind, from grassroots to championship halls. Build your team store. Wear the brand that wins. SpartanWare, trusted by the grind.
This is trophi.ai, an AI Rocket League coach, and it's absolutely crazy what you can do with this. If you've ever heard of ballchasing.com, it's a lot like that, but on steroids.
You can press P and a pro demo will come up, and this is what's so cool and so unique about Trophy, is that this is not seen anywhere else, and it's just a great way to kind of show you how to do a training pack without having to side by side watch a YouTube video.
And this is actually really cool. Training paths. So you basically, you know the skill trees from Assassin's Creed, Spider-Man, Sekiro, you know that sort of games where you have to, you get skill points, use them, you unlock new skills. This is sort of very similar, but instead of actually getting skill points, you're actually doing the mechs. And also a cool feature as well, guys, watch this. You can slow it down. You can actually slow-mo it like this. So if you're really struggling, what you need to do, you can actually look for yourself and just have a look at the exact sort of movements that you're doing there. Look, it's really cool. I really like it. And
Alongside helping with mechanics, it also has a feature that analyzes any of your saved replays. That way you can see what you're doing well and what you need to improve on. It even has this cool post-game analysis that you can see stats from the game you just played.
I'm the storm that meets the moon. I'm the sun that will not move. Who you think you are? Who you think you
Welcome back, everybody, and now we move from the lowers to the upper bracket. We're still in rival tier, so we're still having a good time up here. How are you doing today, Blaze?
I'm doing excellently, thank you very much. I enjoyed a nice break.
That's good, that's good. We had your brother on there last series, so it's good to see a little bit of difference, shall we say. It's nice to see two brothers in the casting gig. This time we've got Brave Flame versus Chrome Raiju in this upper bracket, and I'm looking forward to see how this one goes. This could be very, very interesting. We just had 20 Rocketeers Chia Nina, and we could see 20 Rocketeers get a sweep, stopped any sort of reverse sweep that happened in the first match today. So I'm looking forward to see how this one goes.
Yeah, absolutely. It's going to be quite a good game. Obviously, these upper bracket games have generally been quite tight as we've been going through this week. We've seen some very competitive games. We've seen some not so competitive games. So I'm looking forward to hopefully seeing another competitive one here. Just hopefully it doesn't go on too long because we're half an hour behind schedule.
Yeah, let's we could have made it up, but a lot of things just kind of went wrong. So, but hey, we are here now, and just gonna say as well, thank you to Veiled for a lovely time with production. It is, I believe, it's his first one, so he's doing an incredible job so far. Let's keep it up. And hey, Blake, how about we get some predictions underway?
I'm not quite sure how. Okay, well, I'll do my predictions, but don't worry, we'll come back to that. Don't you worry. I'm saying a 4-1 in favor of Chrome. I'm
Okay.
confident. I'm confident in Chrome here. I think it's going to be a difficult game for the likes of Flame.
Yeah. I'm going in the same direction for the win. I do think it will be to Chrome, but I believe it will be a bit closer than that. I think it will go to a 4-2, maybe a 4-3 if Flame are actually really playing well, but I do think it will be 4-2 to Chrome Raiju, and let's hope that we do indeed get a very interesting series coming through, because I'm so excited to see how this one goes. Upper brackets are always so much fun, and especially as we're starting to get into those higher tiers, we'll see some proper good action coming through. So, how about, instead of us just chatting away, let's get some Rocket League going, shall we?
Absolutely. Game one, normally one of the most important games of the series, in my opinion, sets the momentum going forward. And here we go. Then the wait is over. 30 minutes late, but who's counting? It's Kens and Wavy on the kickoff. Morv going to pick this one up off of that kickoff, go towards the corner, maybe looking for something off of the ceiling as it's cleared away by Tezo.
Yeah, and we shall see who can find the answer first, and it looks like it will be Chrome. And it is that man, Astra, who's had so many people in chat going crazy over him.
Yes, the Astra Glazers are out full force today, and maybe rightly so, obviously kicking us off. Fairly easy shot for him, but you got to be there to score it.
Yes, you do, and he was indeed, and he was able to actually put that one away. The open net is sometimes known as one of the harder shots, but he was able to put it away with ease this time, and now we'll have to see, can Brave find an answer? Wavy going himself, but will get immediately challenged upon from Mauve, as Kens does well, takes control, trying to get around them, but not able to this time. So Zach trying to play back midfield. Mauve could go for it, but hesitated a little too long, so Brave have to now go all the way back on defense. It's a big mistake, and an own goal coming through. And Raiju get a second, Wavy getting credited for the goal, and Kens is just not gonna want to look at that one back.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I've known Kens for a long time. He would probably try and laugh that one off, but those sorts of mistakes always do sit in the back of your mind, and there has to be a comeback now from Brave. Something has to start going forward. Is Zach looking to hit one towards the sidewall? Tezo with the follow-up. Zach cuts that one out nicely. Maybe looking to try and get something here. Running out of boost. Azure going to have a pretty free touch there. Ken's popping it up. Morv got faked a little bit. I think it might have been a bit of miscommunication there as Tezo can't get it past Ken's. Ken's soft touch. Followed by Astral and Morv. Astral does well with no boost. Wavy goes underneath. Maybe looks for something in towards the midfield. Morv trying to chase him down. Tezo's there waiting, but no boost for him as Ken's pretty trivial clearance.
Yes, it is, and so far Chrome have just looked stronger on the foundations, and Brave just have not been able to get the basic things right, as Mauve was going forward but opted not to and gave Wavy a very, very free shot, and now suddenly it's 3-0 to Raiju.
Yeah, it's slipping further and further away. I said this already. Raiju, they will come out the gates swinging. 3-0 so early in this game. It's going to make a massive impact later on because you have that momentum going behind you. You have the comms, they start flowing better when you're winning. The attitude, the mental starts getting better, and that will just continue through the entire series. And Tezo makes it 4.
This is becoming a massacre on the side of Brave, and they aren't able to find the flame that ignites any sort of hope or any sort of momentum. And we'll have to see, can they finally do something? No, the kickoff goes the opposite way, and Wavy gets his hat-trick to make it 5-0 in under 2 minutes.
Yeah, damage limitation now. This is a massive statement from Raiju so early on. For the rest of this game, it's damage. I say damage limitation. You just got to hold on, try not to make too many major mistakes. More, probably a bit of a free shot there. Tezo was covering nicely though, but they just can't let this game get too far away from them. They probably gonna be a tough game to win. It's a good save by Zach there, but you have to hold on and maintain whatever you got left just to keep that mental up.
Yeah, because it's just getting worse and worse for them. If they want to have any hope in doing anything in this series, they're gonna have to find some sort of goal just to get the chatter going a little bit more. As that shot just off target, Wavy able to follow up on the counter, and we'll see whether or not there's going to be some bigger issues coming to play for Brave as Kens tries to get that ball out, but it's just not working right now.
Yeah, Zach with a great cut out. Astra gonna get beat there. I think there's a bit of a double commit there coming from Flame. Ken's Not the worst touch, but 50 straight back towards his side where Morv is lurking. Astra pushing down the field. It's a decent controlled touch actually to get around Astra who is lurking. Zach gets a beat out by Tezo on the 50. Ken's out towards the sidewall. Wavy gets the beat once again. Brave are struggling to get out their own half right now.
Yeah, it's just not looking good as Kens will try to take the catch, can't find the flick over Astro, so Zach has to be up quickly, does well to find Mauve as Tezo meets it in the midfield. Kens is there though to try follow it up, couldn't get a second touch, so Astro puts it downfield once again. Tezo playing the 50, Wavy finding one. It's just been all Chrome so far in game 1, and it looks like it will continue to be so, but Flame have had some moments, some little spots of hope, but they just haven't been able to make it work. As Astra does collect off the ceiling, it goes downfield though from Kens, so Tezo having to slow the play down, just try and collect, pick up the momentum again as Ken's putting it back forward. They haven't left this orange half now in a little bit of time as Mauve does well to get away from Tezo, fakes him out, trying to get around one as well. It's off the ceiling, Kens is there, can he find the shot? It's not on target, and it seems as though Chrome are, one, getting lucky that Brave are playing well, but also are indeed playing incredibly themselves.
Yeah, not really any major mistakes from Raiju in this game number 1. That's a massive statement. Normally the first game's always the shakiest, but we haven't really seen many double commits, any overcommits or anything like that, which have given Flame a chance to get back into this one. Backflip by Wavy could give Chens a chance, but double commit coming out from Brave Flame. It's not what you want to see so late into this game. By this point, you should really have everything sort of sorted out, the rotation sorted, the comms should be there, but it just doesn't feel like things are gelling at the moment.
No, it really doesn't, and it's been a big struggle so far as Astra puts it up to the skies, tries to follow it up, but gets dunked away from Kens and Mauve. The 50 goes in favor of Tezo as the 10-second countdown starts ticking down in this first game, and Chrome have probably took most of this game realistically to just kind of try and bring back some sort of like mental fortitude, because it just has not been that first game for them, and they're gonna need to bring something out of this.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we said it was damage limitation as soon as they went to 5-0. You can't let any go past you. And they did well to maintain some level of solidity. Wavy, Tezo, and Astral just look pretty unstoppable in the opening stages of that game. Flame definitely held on as the game progressed, but just too much given away too early.
Yeah, and they're gonna need to just have some sort of hope. They need to, the main thing I want to see is some sort of aggression, actual aggression, and actually able to keep the possession in their favor for a longer period of time, because yes, they had some glimpses in the orange half, but if anything, that only stayed alive for about 10 seconds at most. And you need to be putting on the pressure for a little bit longer than that if you want to have any hope of making Chrome be forced a mistake.
Yeah, absolutely. It's teams like this where you have to force errors. You have to create chances for yourselves. We'll see how they do on why did it say Manfield Knight in the bottom left? This is
Why
clearly
does it say Manfield Knight?
No, this is an excellent question. But this clearly isn't Manfield Knight. We are on you know it's bad when you forget the name of Forbidden Temple, right? You know it's been a long night. Forbidden Temple, here we go, game number 2.
Yep, and Mauve trying to start the attack for Brave Flame faster than they did in game number 1, as Ken's having to play the 50. Will try to stay with it, but will end up leaving it then for Zach. It goes up to the skies. Tezo will be the first one on, grabs a reset, ends up leaving it then for Wavy, ends up actually bumping out his teammate. Zach, that ball was in where you wanted it to go in the slightest, as Zach does well to get around one. The shot just off slightly, so Mauve can get the clearance out, but it falls to Wavy at the midfield line. And Mauve off the backboard once again, trying to find a second touch, not able to, so Ken's last man back has very little boost, and Zach does well to just try and slow the aggression from Chrome, for now that is, as Tezo off the sidewall going once again, trying to find the shot himself. It falls to Wavy, it's off the backboard, it drops down, And Ken's, that's 2 own goals in 2 games. And he gives Chrome the lead in this game too.
Yeah, maybe Ken's wants another lower bracket run. It started to feel that way just a little bit. But yeah, here, the pressure from this Raiju side it's unfathomable. It's just suffocating.
Yeah, it has not been their favor so far. And they're going to need to figure something out because Ken's has not had a good game so far. And to be honest, neither have any of the players on the Brave Flame. And they're going to need to pick up the pace a little bit. But Ken's does well this time. But Wavy will be able to get it away with ease as there was no follow-up. There was no trust from anybody on Brave. And now Tezo, the 50 comes through. Ken's will take the catch once again. Does well to get it over Astra as well. But Wavy once again meets in the midfield as Zach trying to go himself. Does well to get the 50. Wavy is awkward. Can't find a touch. Maw trying to fake out the shot. But once the shot actually comes through, it's straight at the defender. And Brave just cannot find the attacks that they need.
Yeah, it feels like that from the side of Brave. They're in dire need of a moment of mechanical brilliance, a bit of a solo play, something creative. We haven't really seen anything creative. Obviously, fake, beautiful fake, but got to do better with a shot in that position. You've allowed yourself so much time to try and line up that shot, and then the end product is just a bit disappointing. It just didn't feel like there was any sort of venom to it. It felt a little bit slow.
Yeah, so far there's been no creativity whatsoever. As Wavy will be able to get one touch. Astra having to play it back to Tezo. It's off to the backboard. Can he find the double? Kens does well to get the block in on time. So now Mauve can go down the other end. It's off the ceiling. Can he find the shot? Yes, he can. And finally, after nearly 8 minutes of gameplay, Flame finally have their first goal of the series.
Yep, Flame, beautiful. No, but yeah, Flame, finally. I say it takes one thing from one player which can ignite a spark, and if you're Flame, it's almost a bit poetic. Ken's playing that one out towards Morv on the back post. Astra waiting on the sidewall. Ken's is there once again to try and shut that one down. Tezo with the shot, Morv covering nicely. The shot wasn't the best. Wavy towards the backboard. Astra awkward in the midfield. That's going towards the sidewall. Decent touch by Wavy to try and slow this one down though. Zach under pressure. It's put under pressure from a few of the Raiju players. Not really giving him an inch. It's a good bump. Ken's playing out now towards the middle. Wavy's lurking. That's over towards Tezo. But Tezo not positioned perfectly for it. I'm going to get beat to that one.
Yeah, Wavy takes control, just slowing the play down the blue corner. Mauve will get the 50, but Astra is there. Can he find the second shot? No, Zach does well to keep it out for now. And Wavy once again going, trying to find something, but it hasn't been able to find its way towards the net. So Astra last back does well with the touch, but it falls straight to Zach as Tezo puts it up. Ken's finding one touch, and Mauve can't get any clearance out, so it sets up Wavy perfectly. And with another mistake coming through from Brave Flame, it's another free goal for Wavy.
Yeah, Morv just misjudged that completely, didn't he? Just, I don't know if it was a lack of boost or anything like that, but yeah, they're making it awkward for themselves.
Yeah, it has not been their day so far. And Tezo finding one touch. It's off the ceiling, so it's going to be a bit more awkward. Zach able to get there first. Astra, that touch falls straight to Ken's, and we'll have to see if he can, but there's no real intuition coming through from anybody on the side of Brave, and just about able to keep that one out is Zach. And now trying to go down the other end. Gets the 50 with Astra, but Ken's will have to drop it down. It actually ends up dropping onto Astra and go down to try and find some sort of attack for Chrome and try to double their lead, but it just hasn't came to be just yet in this game too. Wavy finding one touch. Zach does well, staying with it, gets that ball outfield. Ken's gets the redirect, trying to just get that ball downfield, get some sort of pressure their way, but it's just not working out. There's no trust and there's no communication, it seems, from Brave right now, and it's just not working out the way they would have hoped.
Yeah, defensively a lot more solid, but there's no venom to their attacks. There's no meaning. There's no purpose. and that's gonna really strike them down as they go on. I'd be surprised if we didn't see a timeout. I'm not sure if there was one in the last game. I'll be totally honest, but in the first game, a timeout probably should have been called. It didn't, and then they ended up reverse sweeping. So I don't know if we'll see something similar here, but Chrome just feel like they feel like the team that would just stop you in your tracks. You start getting any sort of momentum. They obviously Flames scored their first goal this game, and then all of a sudden it was all Raiju once again.
Yeah, and no timeout's been called from the side of Brave, at least not yet. And we'll have to see whether or not they do. But Blake, what do you think they need to be at? Because it's just been a lot of issues right now.
Sorry, I stopped listening after you called me Blake again. Yeah, sorry, Taco, my bad. Yeah, no, there are a lot of problems.
Alright,
Yeah,
that goes a bit much.
Taco's a bit much, yeah. This is what you brought me to. But yeah, no, they just need to sort it out. Their defense is pretty solid right now, but there's nothing going forward.
Yeah, they need to try and figure something because there have been so many issues coming through. The defense hasn't been it. Also, production, you may want to change the scoreline there in the top left, but it's just not been it. And once again, it says we're on Manfield night.
Yeah, you know what? It's the best map, Manfield Night, but we're not playing on it every single time. The map is changing. Here we go now for game number 3. It's Zach and Astro on the kickoff. Kenz and Tezo with the follow up. It's Tezo with the control. Infield it goes. Is there a player up? It's the first player there. Zach is a deep clearance. Astra forces use a lot of boost. Kenz is there off the crossbar. Is there a follow up from anyone? Morv is there, but it's slow and Wavy gets to 50. Big early chance for Brave Flame. Here, the chance isn't over. Zach putting it away. 1-0.
The first lead Brave had this entire series. And finally in game 3, it looks like they might have found an answer. And they're gonna need to keep that going because Crone will not let you have an inch more than what you have right now. As Mauve finding one touch off of the corner. And Tezo does well to just try and slow the play down. The patience was exactly what they needed. And Wavy going all the way back to his own end, trying to pitch it off the ceiling, meets Astra and finds the pass midfield for Tezo, gets around Mauve, but gets bumped away. So Astra tried to do it himself, but it wasn't able to find the target this time. So Mauve gets the 50, but it goes straight out to Tezo. The shot isn't good enough, and Ken's turning around, gets the 50, but the net is open once again, and Zach is able to get back just in time. And Tezo will keep the pressure in this blue half. They are not letting Brave have any sort of fire to them, and Tezo does so well to get the equalizer once again for Chrome.
Yeah, I think you summed it up perfectly. You give a team like Chrome an inch, and they will take a mile. You can't give them space. You can't give them an opportunity to get going because they'll just steamroll you off the face of the pitch. And we're seeing that here, just the amount of pressure that they start piling up when you give them that space, when you give them the opportunity to do so. It's such an issue for especially these offensive teams who aren't used to being so defensive. And we know that a team like Brave are. I mean, just look at how they did in league play. I think they came third in their conference. They scored just as much as they conceded, so we know that they're going to be goals in these games, but you can't give Chrome an opportunity to get back into this, and this might be dangerous. Zach's on low boost, Tezo gets the 50, falls for Wavy, and it's shot wide.
Yeah, and Zach going downfield now, can't find a touch. Ken's will have to take control instead, as he will be able to follow it up. Does well to get around Astra. It's off to the sidewall. He has no boost, though, so the 50 from Tezo sets up Mauve well. And Ken's finding another touch. Zach has to just pop it high. He can't do much else. Ken's under Astra, but it does get cleared away once again. And Flame have to build from nothing. They have had to do this so many times now. There's been no sort of actual danger coming through from the pressure that they've held, but we'll have to see if Chrome will punish the mistakes once again as Tezo doesn't get around Mauve this time. Astra able to just find one touch. Kenz pushes it to the midfield. No touch coming through from Mauve, but it sets up Zach well. The touch works out in wonders, but Mauve again just shooting it down the mid of the defense, and it's just not good enough right now.
Yeah, we're seeing a similar thing to the last game. The offense just doesn't have any sting. There's no threat. They're lacking any sort of danger presence, and Zach nearly messing himself up with the post there, but does well to recover that one in the end anyway, but puts himself awkward. That's a good pass from Morv to find Kenz. Kenz not getting the reset, trying to play it past Wavy, unable to. Morv going to pick that one up. Astra with a massive pre-jump, and Morv going to lead that one for Zach. It's a good first touch. Wavy's up early, tries to go low. Off the backboard it goes. Astra sweeping up nicely. Just can't seem to find any way through.
No, and it's been the main thing we've said this entire series so far. They haven't been able to do enough on offense. So Kenz, it's to the midfield. Mauve not able to find the shot. So it's once again no bite to the bark. And Wavy trying to go downfield on his own. He has no boost, getting harassed as well. And the pressure is still mounting for Chrome Raiju. Zach trying to get that ball away. Ken's trying to help him out with it, but it only goes as far as Wavy, who sets up Tezo, trying to find that redirect, but no skim comes through, so it will go down to the orange half. Once again, can anyone be there? It pops up high, and Tezo can get a free clearance outfield as Ken's taking one touch. Just gonna try and hold down the ball, trying to not let Chrome have any sort of glimpse and any sort of touch coming through. But it will not last long as Astra clears that ball downfield once again. It's just a bit of boom ball now too, and it's not been what Brave have wanted at all.
Yeah, certainly so. I feel like Flame have been a lot more solid in this game, especially. They haven't really let a lot past them. They've tried to create some offensive opportunities. They've been a little bit faster towards the play. They seem to have found a second gear in this, maybe more of adding to my point, but unable to send that one towards the net. Probably a bit of a free shot. Just a little bit too high. Astra plays down to Tezo. Tezo going to miss out on that one. Oh, we can see our first overtime as Kenz pops it high. Maybe an opportunity in the midfield. Can't quite find a teammate. Astra plays it. Wavy's there. Kept up. Morva's going to die, and that's going to go down to overtime.
Yes, it will. We finally can see that Brave can have some sort of hope. One goal is all they need to take a game so far, and Ken's trying to be the one that starts that attack as it goes back downfield. Zach does well and will stay with this one. Makes Tezo awkward, but can't find much else. Mauve finding one touch. We'll have to see. And Astra, one touch coming through. Kenz pushes it up high. Tezo, being the first person up, will be able to stay with this as well as it rolls down onto the ground. Zach, the 50, but Wavy getting to stay with this one. Will try to find a touch to just keep the pressure mounting, and Tezo wanting to keep their streak alive. But for now, it's just not going to be the case as Astra picks up that corner boost, able to take away from one. Kenz, can he find a skim? He pushes it up high, but Wavy is the first person onto it. And Tezo will find one touch. He has no boost. Kenz honestly taking it all the way back to his own goal. And that's not what Brave want right now. As Mauve, no touch, but sets up the players on the other side. But that clearance goes all the way. Kenz with a credit. And Brave Flame finally take a game in this series.
Yeah, it's a big defensive mistake there. There's just so much space in behind the back lines. Ken's recognising that, so 2-1 is a scoreline now. Brave Flame finally found their way through. Mon the Brave for those in chat. But yeah, it's the first opportunity they've had in, and I would argue, probably 3 minutes. And they put it away, and that's because Raiju, they got beautiful offense, but they just could not find their way through. They've been so good at it so far. It's the one slip up, though.
Yeah, they pushed too far and they pushed too hard, and they've been destroyed for it, realistically, in that overtime. And we'll have to see whether or not Brave can bring this one back. 2-1 now in the series. We go to Utopia Coliseum, and we'll see whether or not these gladiators can really put on an impressive match.
You got it mistaken. We're going to Manfield Night, obviously.
All right.
But yeah, no, yeah, Utopia Coliseum. It's a map as old as time, really, isn't it? It's a certified classic, but what a map it is.
Yeah.
And yeah,
Honestly,
and
it
go
is
on.
higher up there in my favorites.
Oh,
It's higher up there.
absolutely.
Yeah, I
It-
don't think you can have a top 5 without it.
It's certainly not a map I would choose when it's very dark, because it's a very bright map. But in a series like this, it's just a classic, isn't it? And you know what? We've seen some major upsets begin on this map. Obviously, the upsets already started. And I'll tell you the most upsetting thing. My food's 1 minute away, so if I disappear in roughly a minute, you know why.
Yep. Well, you're gonna scroll on that anyway. We have the match going once again. Game 4. Tezo, the shot on, but Ken's does get it away. So Astra having to try do something himself, gets a demo instead. As it goes downfield, Tezo just going to take control on his backboard, trying to find a 50 with Kens, does well as that goes back to the blue half. A big whiff from Mauve, but it honestly helps out his team as Zach gets a free touch, trying to find the pass midfield, but Tezo does counteract it in time. Will just fake out the play on Mauve, try to grab the corner boost, as Zach sends that ball downfield once again. Wavy with the catch, tries to get around Kens, but not able to this time, so Astra goes downfield. There's a touch off the sidewall there from Zach, and Mauve will be able to stay with this as Wavy pops it high, trying to get over Mauve, but he goes to the heavens himself and doesn't let anybody from Chrome get the better of him this time. And I'm hoping to see that they do find some sort of answer. Wavy going himself, trying to keep that defense strong, and Mauve can off the corner. No one deciding to dive onto it, no one committing from the play, and it's not what they would have wanted as Tezo just to the side. Kens is there waiting, tries to put one on target himself and sets up Mauve, and Wavy, a great save, had to react very quickly to that, and he's done so well to keep that ball out as Astra finds one touch. Tezo just gonna have to slow it down. Does well around one, sets up Wavy, finds a second touch, but no one else is there, so Zach having to move him and bully him out of the way to even try to go forward with that ball. As it goes back down to the blue half, Kens will try to make sure it's not there for long. As Mauve pops it to the side, will try to find Zach off the sidewall, gets a second touch, but it's not the one he would have wanted. He ends up deading the momentum of it. As the shot comes through, it's off the bar once again, and Flame just haven't had that proper moment, the proper moments that they've needed for the shots necessary. But I say that, and Mauve finally puts one away.
Get a target eluding them for so long, but finding it eventually. Sorry, I've lost myself in the cast. Where are we? Here we go. Kick off. Zach and Astral. Tezo there to collect this one. Looking to go high. Kens is there for a decent follow. Maybe looking to hit this one out towards the midfield. Kens not really finding anyone. Wavy awkward though. This could be a chance. Off the inside of the crossbar. Inside the post. Nobody can save it. Kens is there.
And finally Brave get more than a 1-goal lead. And they're able to try and give themselves a little bit of a cushion, and we'll see whether or not Chrome can get some sort of answer to this one, and that's the first time we've had to say that this series.
Yeah, Tezo now looking to strike back straight away, and it hasn't taken very long, keeping this game within touching distance.
Yeah, they are making sure there's something, but Kens look to be AFK, I can't tell, but we'll have to see. As the kickoff goes once again, Mauve will be the first one on, but Ken's staying with it now, so he must not have just recognized the shot coming through, so that ball goes high. Tezo trying to turn it home, but isn't able to find the target, and Astra all the way back has to go from nothing, gets around one, but cannot stay with this one, as Wavy grabs a touch to the sidewall, stays with it, gets that clear out. So Mauve has to pick it up, gets one touch, it's pushed to the midfield, but Kens wasn't able to react in time for it. And a bit of miscommunication, I think, coming through. So Chrome can now go on the offensive once again as it goes up to the skies. Kens will be the first one to meet it and plays it downfield. Tezza just gonna slow the play down, try to let one of his teammates take control of it as it does get cleared out downfield. Wavy, one touch, trying to stay with it, grabs the 50, does it very well too. And Chrome on the back foot this time. They have to find an answer, and they only have about a minute to do so.
Yeah, absolutely. They had that one kickoff goal, but other than that, I don't think they've really had any good opportunities. Tezza maybe looking to try and prove me wrong, but it's an infield pass, but nobody's there to follow. Wavy back in towards the corner now, looking for anything, but Kens is just there. Zach, I think he was looking for it to play low. Tezzo reads that mid pass well anyway. Morph out in towards a bit of no man's land. Wavy getting 50 with 10s. Kens staying on this one. Tezzo is there, playing this one high. Is there any follow? There is. It's from Zach, looking to go towards a Morph. Morph is there for a shot. Potentially double, maybe, could be beautiful. Leaving it for Zach instead. And that's a fake for the double touch. A beautiful pass from Zach.
Yeah. And they are able to get that 2-goal lead once again. And they're holding on to this one with their lives. They are not letting Raiju go without a fight. And Mauve does well, taking it high around one. Can he find the double? He does, but it's not on target, unfortunately. So Kens will try to put one on himself. It's a save from Astra, going up high. Finds Tezzo on the sidewall. There's only 15 seconds remaining, and Chrome look like this series could be tied up. They aren't able to find an answer, and Brave Flame take game 4, and we're going to at minimum a game 6.
Yeah, absolutely. But I have to say, Brave have turned this game around completely. They look like a team who couldn't score for love nor money, and have turned themselves into a competitive team. A team who are now keeping themselves on top of it. The mistakes have stopped. The double commits have stopped. The communication's there. Now the momentum is with them, and it's coming from Morv and Kens.
Yep, and that is exactly what they needed. Everyone on the Brave Flame side, though, does get themselves on the score sheet. And that's exactly what you want to be seeing. The passes are starting to come to play. The shots are finally hitting their mark. And the pressure is starting to get to Chrome. And you can see that they are struggling to deal with it. 3-1 in game 4. And now it's all tied up in the series. And we'll have to see how much that is going to make them hurt as we do go to Beckwith Park. Another great map, by the way. Can we just talk about that real quick?
Oh, I love Beckwith Park. It's the map I used to play free play on the entire time. And but do you know what map I like even more? Manfield 9. All right, it's becoming a bit of a dead joke at this point. But yeah, no, absolutely, it's a map. As I said, upsets can start from Utopia Coliseum. They normally continue into this map, and then the other team normally bounces back. We'll see if that continues here. I'd be surprised if Flame come out on top of this. I'd be surprised if there was no timeout.
Yeah. We'll have to see which way this one goes, as a kickoff attempt, a kickoff strategy trying to come through from Brave Flame, but didn't work out this time. So Mauve, no touch, ends up leaving it, and Wavy can stay onto it. Zach finding one touch, Astra staying there, keeping the pressure on, trying to give some sort of hope for Chrome after those last 2 games going the opposite way, as Mauve just going to dead down the momentum of the ball, try not to let it go much further, tried to set up Zach, but he couldn't dive on that one, unfortunately. As Mauve does well in the 50, ends up bumping his teammate. That net is wide open, but the shot is off target from Astra. And somehow, Chrome don't start with this lead.
Yeah, massive miss there. You have to say in favor of Brave as well, because the games where Raiju start quickly, it tends to be the games that, from what I've seen, are the games that they lose control of quite quickly. It starts to spiral, isn't it? We saw in game 1. Oh, what a save from Kens! But we saw in game 1, it was an early goal from Raiju that just spiraled into something that went completely out of hand. Similar sort of thing in Game 2. In Game 3, Flame were the ones who struck first, and then look how the momentum shifted their way. It just feels like, it almost feels like whoever scores first is destined to win the game.
Yeah, you would think that, but I'm not sure. We'll have to see whether or not it is the case. And Kens can go all the way. He does. And Brave take the lead. A minute 30 in, and we'll have to see. Flint is worried that there will be another instance of a Chrome Brave Classic, because in the Academy in the lower finals, this one in favor of Chrome at 0 seconds. And we'll have to see whether or not that same thing will happen again, but hopefully not. Brave are taking the lead this time, but that does not mean it's game over just yet, as there's a demo on Kens, but Zach can get that ball downfield, and now it is 2-0, and Flint will hopefully be happy to see that Brave aren't throwing this one down the drain.
I'm sure he will be. Let's say history is doomed to repeat itself unless you learn from it. It looks like Flame have learned how their opponents are playing. They're utilizing their strengths playing around it, and they've adapted really, really well, especially since those first 2 games. Look pretty dire. Tezo towards the net now. Ken's covering that one well. Ken's certainly up to speed now.
Yeah, and Mauve trying to find a shot, but a soft target this time, so Astra can do it. There's a shot there from Kens as well, but Wavy does well, and now Zach needs to race back in time. Instead, Mauve will be the first one there. Wavy is being pressured big time as that ball gets pushed to the midfield. Zach could find a shot, it's off the bar. Can Kens be there? It's off the backboard. Is anybody able to turn this one in for Brave? Give themselves that so much needed relief that they could find their way to match point. But Zach off the sidewall, not gonna go for the second touch, so Tezo gonna claim the ball, get it calmed down a little bit, but it's stuck in this orange half. Chrome aren't able to escape this time. It seems as though all of the air is going in favor of Flame. All of the oxygen is making this fire stronger, and Tezo just trying to give the Wolves some sort of breath of relief, but it has not worked out in their favor just yet in this game, and that is a huge whiff, and Kens makes it 3-0.
The massive flick. The trail turns orange. The touch, not good enough. The touch barely even registering. Ken's a gift, you have to say, under no real pressure. Flicks it past one defender. It's just open for him.
Yeah, it has not been Chrome staying the shot off the bar. Can Zach be there? He can! And somehow, Flint has actually kind of pointed out something here. Every single time I've thought they've scored. This is getting outrageous.
Hey, well, me and Ken's get along really well, so how about keep speaking?
It took 2 seconds to talk and they scored a fourth. What's going on?
You can't write this stuff sometimes. More of looking for something in towards the corner. Tezo making it a bit awkward. Zach's trying to dive at this one. In towards the midfield it goes. Astro is there. Plays it out towards the sidewall where Wavy gets the beat. And Morv just lurking on the background. They're giving away possession a little bit. 4-0. Starting to feel like an unsurmountable lead for Brave. That pass back to Tezo coming off the ceiling. Maybe a chance for him to follow it up. No boost for him though, as Morv is covering nicely. Zach off the sidewall. Looking for something infield. Astro there. Good beat by Zach. Maybe a chance for him to shoot if he had a little bit more boost. But it's not the best clearance by Tezo. It's off the post of his own net. It's looking shaky from Raiju.
Yeah, they are not looking like the same side we saw in games 1 and 2, and now Zach can go the other way. A minute remaining, and Chrome look to be on the verge of having to face a potential loss here. As Kent plays the 50, it goes in favor of Wavy though, trying to find the pass midfield. The pinch comes out, so Brave can sigh a breath of relief for now. But Ken's just going to try to slow the play down. Gets around 1. Tezo collects. There was an attempt at a bump, but it doesn't work out so far in his favor as Wavy gets the ball. 30 seconds remaining now. Trying to go all the way. They want to end this one in Neo Tokyo, and they are looking like they are going to have the momentum going into it. As Zach trying to find the double touch. It's off the bar. Can anyone be there? Ken's not able to turn that one in, but it does not seem to matter with 5 seconds remaining. Brave do take series point.
It was nearly individual brilliance, but it's completely unnecessary. If you're Brave, you just kill the time. Ken's, I think, maybe looking to try and use this end period as maybe like a little bit of respite because they got no pressure on them at all when the ball is down that end. Wavy has called a timeout.
And finally, there is a timeout called today.
Yeah,
to
you
say
know
the least.
what? I was thinking that we wouldn't see one, but
Yeah,
if you're
because
if you're Chrome, you understand it. You were 2-0 up, and you just lost 3 back to back. That's not the position you want to be in.
no, it's really not, because otherwise there are a lot of issues coming through, shall we say. But this is now time for them to recognize their mistakes and try to get some sort of answer. But the main thing I want to know is, what did you get for food?
Oh, that's a great question. What did I get? I got deluxe super stacker sandwich box meal. It's got cheesy chips and a milkshake.
Oh, well, that's great. Did your brother get anything?
No, I didn't buy food for him.
You know what? You know what? Fair enough. I shouldn't have asked. But per Blaze. But hopefully now we can see whether or not Chrome have an answer to just how well Flame have looked. Yes, we can see the milkshake. Don't worry. But I don't know what can Chrome do. Is they took the first 2 games. They looked incredible in them, by the way. But since then, they just haven't done anything.
Exactly. It feels like they've been a bit lost. There's been a bit in no man's land. They started off so strong, but I'm starting to think, did they start off strong now, or did their opposition start off really slowly? Because Brave were making mistakes, which they're not making now. They're not giving Chrome the same opportunities that they were in game number 1. It's a different Brave side to the one that we saw in the first 2 games, and it's really showing. Ken's especially locked in more, playing extraordinarily well. That's what we're seeing, and that's what we weren't seeing in the first 2.
Yeah. So we'll have to see anyway, as the 2 minutes will. Or sorry, pause. They have started, but we'll have to see whether or not they can figure it out. There's a minute remaining, so it's a lot of questions that need to be asked. That's for sure. But it is just a case of, if they don't get this one back, what do they try? Obviously, this game will be over if they don't get this back. But
yeah,
what do you do within this time? If you go down by 2 goals, let's say, what do you do to try to get it back?
If you it depends how long's left. If you got most of the game left, then you're not in a bad place. If you all go two down really like over a longer period of time, that's when the panic buttons start to go. You start to press the big red button. You said everyone forward, but then it just opens up space in the back. It's a really fine balance that you got to try and maintain going through obviously into the later stages of this game. So I'm trying to cast and manage. Trying to manage the timer and the casting at the same time, but yeah, you just can't let the panic set in.
Yeah, because otherwise there's going to be a lot of issues. But Zach, wanting to keep that momentum going, they don't want to see Chrome have that timeout buff. They want it to be a timeout debuff, if anything, as that ball does get pushed to the side. Ken's no touch, but it's not that big of an issue as his teammate was there for the 50. Astra puts it to the sidewall, finds a second touch, sets up Wavy as it goes downfield. They're wanting to keep this ball actually in the blue half this time, as Tezo puts it to the side. Wavy is there waiting, puts a shot on. Tezo trying to chase it down, but Zach does well not to panic, gets the save away. So Kens can pick up the marks. Astra, no touch. So Mauve trying to go downfield. Wavy not going to let him go too far. Tezo puts a shot on, but once again, Zach is being the lifeline that Brave have had, as this is put to the side. Once again, Tezo not able to get away from Ken, so this ball goes into the orange half. They are trying to do whatever they can to end this here right now. Zach off to the backboard. Gets the reset instead, but Tazo does get it back in time. And they do not find any sort of lead.
You know, it's interesting to me that obviously you mentioned the timeout debuff, because it just took me back to the amount of times where you've seen in pro play where obviously the timeout strategy now normally is after losing 2 games, because a lot of the time you see them take the timeout, then they go and lose the next game while they're trying to implement obviously anything they discussed. And I wouldn't be surprised if we saw something similar here. You allow your opponents to get too much momentum, too comfortable, and it becomes hard to reset. After 2, it becomes manageable, and then you use it to disrupt your opponents. But I've also seen it go the complete other way. But no one has really seemed to show anything fantastic here. Zach, great fake. Astral goes low. Morv is there waiting, but it's not the best touch. Wavy with a great 50 out into the center. I do feel like Brave had the better chances in the early stages of this game. Astral looking for something towards Wavy. Wavy with a chance to get the shot, and Zach slamming that one downfield. Are we gonna see Are we gonna see Raiju settle into this one, or are Flame going to take it in 6?
I'm not sure, as there's 2 demos in the back line. Zach, once again, the backbone of that defense on the side of Brave Flame. They have not, he himself has not let any shots come through. So Astra to the corner once again. Love is there, but can't find a second touch, so Ken's just going to try to get that ball downfield. It's only as far as Tezo in the halfway line. Zach taking control, going for the 50. Astra is back, but it's going to be awkward as that bounces off the ceiling corner. Ken's no touch coming through, so Astra will get a free clear out, but Mauve will not let it go far. Goes to the side. The 50 goes in favor of Chrome, so Ken's having to make contact with that one. And does well to passes midfield, and Tezo is there. And they take a goal from the momentum of Flame, and they are wanting to see Champions Field.
It's a wicked pass from Astra to find Tezo in that space, and credit to the placement of that shot. That was absolutely perfect. Defense floundering in their own net, and now it feels like Chrome, I'll say that every team who's scored first so far has gone on to win the game. I wouldn't be surprised if we see that continue here, but Brave also looked extraordinarily, they look like they've been playing really well so far. Is that timeout enough to disrupt them? Astral with the flip reset, goes under. Wavy not there for the second follow-up. It's more, what a save.
And that clear goes downfield. It could drop if Tezo wasn't careful, but he does well to get the touch. But it may not be enough. A great bump comes through. The 50 as well. It goes all the way outfield to Zach. Backflip, so he can't go for that skim. He was trying. You did see that, but it wasn't able to come to fruition. But Ken's can go all the way himself. It gets pushed downfield. The skim from Astra. Zach able to get the save, but Wavy is there. And we could be going all the way to 7.
Yeah, absolutely. What a skim that is from Astra. Zach doing everything he can. Nearly disrupts Wavy completely, but the ball just manages to somehow squeeze its way over towards the left-hand side of the net and manages to put it away. I didn't think he actually had enough in the tank to try and make that, but conserved momentum really well, and now Brave are looking a little bit, I think they're looking a little bit shaky. Ken's might have tried to get one in the midfield, beats that one. Wavy with 50 goes towards the backboard. Astra is there. Ken's getting cut by Morv trying to play it towards Zach. Straight down towards the midfield. Zach can't read it. What a chance that would have been. And I think that might have been the last chance they'd try to equalise. Morv might try to shut me up, but I think they're going to struggle to score 2 in 30 seconds. 3 in 23 seconds. Yeah, Astra. Beautiful pinch straight down the field. Ken's not able to get anything on that one. It finds the bottom left-hand side of the net. And here we go then. 3-0 is your scoreline. Tezo and Morv there on the kickoff is going to find Ken's going over towards the left-hand side. Wavy with a skim, finding Astra. Options in the middle with Tezo, a little bit deep, but still there to be able to play it. Morv gets this one going forward. Zach only can find Wavy.
Yeah, and with 6 seconds counting down, Brave, that timeout has helped them. Sorry, it's helped Chrome, but it hasn't helped out Brave. They've realized that, and They are going all the way to Champions Field, and they will want to stop any sort of issues coming through. They've gone so far. All they need is one more win. Both sides needing to find some sort of magic, and we'll have to see who can go all the way and continue their run in the upper bracket. And from the looks of it, though, Flame won't take a timeout after losing that 3-0.
No, I'm not surprised. I mean, the last time out that was played didn't really help them in any shape or in any real shape or fashion. I think it just disrupted them a little bit. And Flame are a team that they roll. They're like a boulder. They start off slow, but then the minute they get going, they keep playing. They play better and better and better. We saw that going through games 1 and 2. They started improving a little bit from 1 to 2, and then especially from 3, 4, 5, excellent. And then the minute there's momentum, the minute there's a break in momentum, it just stops. Now they struggled, and they got to keep that going forward. They can't let the little breaks get in their way. And we have the correct name, Champions Field, baby. Here we go. Well,
Yeah, game.
We're waiting.
Oh,
We're
wait.
waiting on someone, are we? Yep.
Pause.
Zach's in the lobby now. So maybe you need to restart from kickoff.
Yeah, that'll do. Just restart it from kickoff. Apologies for that. We should be good to go now. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm asking now.
Yeah, alright, let's get it. Alright, game 7. The place where they need to figure things out. RLCS champions listed all across the stadium. And it's exactly where we find out who goes further in this and has a better chance to get that trophy at the end of the season. As Zach, trying to go downfield, get some pressure for Brave across the start of this game, but it will go in favor of Chrome for now. Kens does well to get the 50, but Astra, the first one on it, trying to go all the way. Zach able to collect. The pinch comes through, but off the corner, pops it high. Mauve is there. It drops down. Can anyone be there, Tezo? That's not the touch you would have wanted. So the pass goes downfield again. Kens the shot. It's off the post, but Zach is able to turn it in. And Brave Flame take the lead in this game 7.
Somehow that's kept in by Zach. Ken's doing everything he can to reach it. Doesn't need to in the end. Zach covering excellently. And as I say, if the story stays true, every team to have scored first has won, then this could be good for Brave. But I'm sure Chrome will have something to say about that.
Yes, they will indeed. There we go. There's Kens. Finds a second. And Brave, after going 2-0 down in the series, losing in game 6 then off of the timeout from Chrome, they are 2 goals up in just under a minute. There is a chance that they can continue their upper bracket run and make it so that Chrome's hearts break. And we'll have to see as Astra ends up leaving it for Wavy. This game is all but over.
Oh, absolutely. Keeping this one close. Kickoff goal for Raiju. Let me remind you about who they go on to play should they win or lose. Earlier, we saw 20 Rocketeers best. I've gone onto the wrong tier. I've clicked the wrong button. Chianina. That's the one. And then the Rocketeers would be facing the loser of this game. If the scoreline stays as is, we would see a Raiju versus 20 Rocketeers game. And then Flame would go on to play Marvel. Still 3.5 minutes left though, so I'm talking about a bit prematurely, but that's what the bracket looks like now. Wavy under pressure from Ken's infield pass. Wavy reading that one well. Gets some boost in the end. Ken's looking for the counter pinch. Astral staying on this one. Beats out the first defender on target. That cannot make it. This game is back to even.
Yes, it is. And we have gone all the way to 7. There's a chance we go all the way to overtime. The golden goals send you through in that upper bracket. And so far, with 3:20 remaining, it looks like it will be going all the way. But Tezo trying to give the pressure onto the side of Flame, but Mauve does well. Keeps it away. Astra finding one touch, gets a second. Can't find anything else though, so no passing on the midfield. Wavy keeps it at that midfield line. Zach holds on strong, gets a touch, stays with it, trying to get that 50, does well to beat him out, but Wavy catches it cleanly, going all the way up. Couldn't get that ceiling pinch, so Mauve having to play the 50. Zach does well to keep that ball out, does well once again. Tezo not able to turn it home, Mauve not able to get back in time, and Wavy gives the lead to Chrome, and we may see a big upset here.
Oh, this would be absolutely incredible. Off the back of their timeout. It was such a well-timed timeout. The momentum they've gained from it has been absolutely astounding. And it feels like Brave, they got their goals, but they haven't seen anything since. That's an overcommit from Zach. Is anyone back? There is Morv. But once again, the fake challenges, the destructive plays, the bumps and stuff. We just saw one come out from Flame, but there wasn't really any pressure to it. Tezo looking to mount something now. What a touch that is, but overshooting it completely to try and find Wavy. Astral in the corner. Morv is there. Ken's looking to follow this one up in towards the midfield. Tezo not going to commit to this until maybe a bit later. Does well on that one. Zach reading it well. Brave have to find a way forward. 2 minutes to go. They're getting pinned back now.
Yeah, they need to find an answer, because Flame, it's your last chance in this upper bracket. Will need something. As the seconds tick down, the hope becomes less and less and less. But Astra tried to turn that one in himself, not able to. A double commit comes through. Tezo off the backboard, probably should have just gone for the shot. But Kens does well to get this ball downfield into the orange half. Grabs a bump on Wavy as well. Astra commits. Mauve just slowing the play down. Tries to get the 50 off of Tezo, but it will not work just exactly how he would have wanted. But Zach able to keep it in there. The Kens, the shot off target as well from Mauve, and no one else can commit as Zach is all the way downfield in the defense. But the demo on Wavy will help out as it makes the rotations awkward. The shot off the bar. Zach is there though, and we have another tie game, and we will see if this goes all the way.
This absolutely has the potential to go the distance. Both of these teams felt so evenly matched. And what we see it every single time. It feels like whenever Morv slows the game down, it gives Brave another chance to try and fight back. It happened a lot in games 3 and 4. We saw them just slow it down. That's when they had both the opportunities, when they had control of it, when they weren't just giving it away. Morv looking to try and get this one forward now. Gets a 50 towards the corner. Tezo going to lead that one for Astral. Kens is there waiting. Not the best jump from him though. Zach's your last man back. Has to deal with this one pretty easy. And now he's got a bit of time here as Astral went for the pre-jump. I said time. I was sorely mistaken. I didn't see him jump. Over in towards the midfield that goes. Tezo up early. Good first touch. Is there a follow? It's from Kens in towards the corner. It looks like Raiju are trying to mount something. This could be dangerous. Morv nearly gets a touch off the post. The follow-up's there. It's off target once again. What a chance that is.
Yeah, Brave could have made the clinical chance, but for now it stays tied up. Kens will be able to take the touch, but Astra just gonna clear it all the way to the side. Tezu is there, pops it outfield once more. Mauve to the sidewall. The seconds ticking down. Kens trying to find some last second hope, but it drops down, and we go all the way to Game 7 overtime on Champions Field. A winner continues their run in the upper bracket.
You could not write it, could you? I'm loving the scripts today, though. Both of the games I've casted have gone to Game 7. It's the first one's going to overtime. Is it going to be is it over that early? It's over that early! Tezo has made it over in 14 seconds! That's all it took for Raiju to finish this one.
The double commit on the save from the first shot has hurt Brave in ways they can't even imagine. And unfortunately for Brave, they do indeed drop to that lower bracket. But Chrome, through the skin of their teeth, find themselves going further in that upper bracket, going on to have to face Marvel, and we shall see how that goes on Sunday. But that was an incredible series from both sides. Raiju having only 9 goals. That doesn't feel right.
No, I'm not entirely sure what's going on there, because I think they won. They won one of the game like 5-0.
Yeah.
That can't be right. Yeah. I think our stat board is cooked because of the amount of reloads. That's happened, but it's okay. Anyway, we can low key ignore it. Tezo from where we started playing for is the MVP. But I don't think that's that. I don't think that tells I don't think that tells the full story.
No, unfortunately it doesn't. But they will go on in the upper bracket. They will have a better chance on that championship Sunday, and we shall see if they can go all the way. It has been an incredible day of games so far, and I see you use that sponsor thing. I already know what they all are, so no need. But we can see the bracket. It's all complete now. Vortex go through in the upper bracket. Lagopus go down to the lowers. Flame down to the lowers. Raiju go up and stay up high. Identity and 20 Rocketeers join them in the lower bracket. And we will have an incredible day. You can see there Caligo Vortex, Marvel Raiju in the uppers, Identity Lagopus, and 20 Rocketeers Flame in the lowers. And it will be an incredible day of action on Sunday. But don't forget as well, tomorrow we do have the Challenger playoffs. So a great day to see. But thank you to all of our sponsors, Badass Studios, SpartanWare, HOUSEWORKS, who actually helped us with our new website. In case you haven't checked it out, go ahead. You likely have, but just on the safe side. And trophi.ai as well. Don't forget to use rsc-eu in the Epic's item shop. And we shall see you all tomorrow and on Sunday. We hope you all have a great night. Blaze, thank you so much for casting. Veiled, thank you so much for the production. And everybody, go get some sleep. It is going to be a big day tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
This isn't just merch, it's what teams wear when they mean business. Every stitch, every print, every detail, made to perform. Trusted by the grind, from grassroots to championship halls. Build your team store. Wear the brand that wins. SpartanWare, trusted by the grind.
This is trophi.ai, an AI Rocket League coach, and it's absolutely crazy what you can do with this. If you've ever heard of ballchasing.com, it's a lot like that, but on steroids.
You can press P and a pro demo will come up, and this is what's so cool and so unique about Trophi, is that this is not seen anywhere else, and it's just a great way to kind of show you how to do a training pack without having to side by side watch a YouTube video.
And this is actually really cool. Training paths. So you basically, you know the skill trees from Assassin's Creed, Spider-Man, Sekiro, you know that sort of games where you have to, you get skill points, use them, you unlock new skills. This is sort of very similar, but instead of actually getting skill points, you're actually doing the mechs. And also a cool feature as well, guys, watch this. You can slow it down. You can actually slow-mo it. like this. So if you're really struggling, what you need to do, you can actually look for yourself and just have a look at them exact sort of movements that you're doing there. Look, it's really cool. I really like it. And
Alongside helping with mechanics, it also has a feature that analyzes any of your saved replays. That way you can see what you're doing well and what you need to improve on. It even has this cool post-game analysis that you can see stats from the game you just played.